Oh, hey. What's going on? No three-putting in the chat writes the following. This should be an interesting show. It should be.
For the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? My apologies ahead of time. I believe I left my voice somewhere on the exhibition grounds in downtown Toronto. And I regret nothing. Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Happy Friday, everyone. Good to see you. We made it. We are live on YouTube, X, Facebook, and to everyone watching and listening after the fact, love you and appreciate you. We've had another big week. Like, I was kind of, you don't know how things go in the sports world in Toronto specifically when the weather gets really warm. But there's a lot going on. And y'all have been very kind to us. If you want to help support this small business operation we got going on, hit like and subscribe. And you can help us move even further, because I'm getting rather ambitious with this thing. Again, my voice isn't great, because I was there last night for Portugal, Croatia, and I knew I knew that I was in for a bit of an evening when I was walking in with my family, and someone said to me, "Hey, nice shirt. It's Fine Imports." So there was some listeners and viewers of the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. We appreciate you. But in terms of, my one prevalent thought today is this. There have been some massive international sporting events in this country. Two specifically that immediately come to mind are Olympics in Calgary and Vancouver. Big deals. Not as big as the Summer Olympics, let's be honest about it. The Winter Olympics don't carry that kind of weight globally. But a lot of eyes on Calgary and Vancouver at that time. One could also argue the Toronto Raptors winning an NBA championship in 2019, global eyes on this city and the country. And no doubt there were. One could also make the argument that the Toronto Blue Jays against a team with Shohei Ohtani on it in a World Series was probably the most globally watched World Series in baseball history. You can make that argument. But with all due respect to all the other arguments, last night in Toronto was the most watched sporting event globally this country has ever had. It's not a discussion. It's not a discussion. Croatia, Portugal was the top draw in the round of 32 in this World Cup. There was nothing up against it, really, anywhere in the world. Jays were even off. There was nothing up against it. And my feed has one thing in it. It's that Portugal-Croatia game. There's nothing else. Nothing. Maybe a Gavin McKenna thing. Maybe something about how Kyle Lowry's mad at Michael Grange. Like, that's about it. Last night was a moment in Canadian sports history in terms of event on our terra firma that might never be replicated. Ever. Now, there's one more knockout game scheduled for Vancouver. We'll see who's in that. But the star power with Cristiano Ronaldo is undeniable. And that was a monster last night in terms of global TV rating. Monster. And to be present for it was kind of crazy. I want to talk about the experience. Because Azo has been to a World Cup game. He was at Cote d'Ivoire, Germany. That was my first last night. The one thing Azo told me consistently about his experience at BMO Field was it was pretty organized. It was like security. You know, there was a wait to get in, but the security was good. It wasn't crazy. That's what I also encountered last night. It was a very organized thing. And it was hot as balls yesterday in Toronto. It was sweltering. We were in the second level. By the time we got to the second level at BMO, we were not only in the shade, but there was a breeze off the lake, and it's like someone turned on the AC. It was glorious. It was so good. We went from super hot to super not. And my dad was there. My family was there. And I got to thank Azo and Sick Media and the fine folks at Michelob Ultra for setting that up. That was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and I really appreciate it. Hopefully my voice will join me again in the coming days. Big game tomorrow. We're going to be live streaming Morocco and Canada, Azo and I, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then we got Spain-Portugal Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I need to get my you-know-what together. But I have, yes, I do. I've been to plenty of European Championship games in Europe. I've seen Portugal, England, and Lisbon. I've been in some crazy environments. Last night was comparable to all of those. What really kind of concerned me about this World Cup was it would be Canadianized. And what I mean by that is the crowds would be quiet and polite. That's what I mean by that. That has not been the case. And there was a strong mix on both sides last night in the stadium of clearly people from Portugal and from Croatia. But there were also second, third generation Croatians, second, third generation Portuguese folks from the Southern Ontario area there. It was a strong mix, as you might expect. Atmosphere was hot. And not just the weather. That was a European soccer crowd. And the experience was quite something. Just this, you knew it was different when Ronaldo scored the penalty and the sound that was made. That's how you can tell. And for those, I was not prepared for the Ronaldo fanaticism that went on in the city. I knew it would be different. I was slightly taken aback. And there were two moments that got to me. Well, anytime he was shown on the screen inside BMO last night, it was insane. But when he hit the penalty to tie it up against Croatia and the sound that it made, it was just a little different. It went like this. There were folks waiting all day for that. Some all their lives. The other thing that struck me was the video that the Portuguese Soccer Federation put out after the game at the Delta Hotel on Bremner between Rogers Centre and Scotiabank Arena. And basically, they've turned... After the conclave is done at the Vatican, there's always a moment where the new pope walks out. It felt like that with Ronaldo last night. Like there was the balcony, there were people genuflecting below on Bremner by the pizza places and everything that's by there. And then Ronaldo comes out with the team, but Ronaldo really came out. And the fans went nuts on Bremner, and then Ronaldo was highly engaged. He wasn't just doing the royal wave. And this video that the Portuguese Soccer Federation put out last night was quite something. This is how it sounded. I knew it would be a big deal. I was not expecting any of that. Sorry. I was not expecting the 427 to be partially shut down 2 days ago. I was not expecting Bremner to be shut down. I undersold it. I did. But some of the quotes that are coming out of this are quite interesting, to the point where Ronaldo said this, quote, "Toronto is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever seen. The energy, the people, the skyline, the ocean, the lake. But the ocean, incredible. Maybe I stay one day." Did Keith Pelly just land Cristiano Ronaldo for Toronto FC? I don't know. May have happened. So I felt very lucky to be there last night. Very lucky. The game. Look, Croatia, if you're going to have 4 goals called back on review, that's rough. Check that. 3 goals. Portugal had another goal called back. Croatia had 3 goals called back. Doesn't make them feel any better. But before I go any further on this, Croatia did not show up for the first 45 minutes. They deserved to lose. Croatia were second best to me the entire night. Sorry. Second best. But because they're an extremely experienced side, they were still in it. And they don't get fazed by a lot, Croatia. And it showed. They absorbed a lot of pressure in the first half. They were fine. They were fine. They come out in the second half, 1-0, they're up, no problem. It's the last moment that everyone's still talking about where the 2-2 goal was called back for Croatia in the 103rd minute of time. And this is a moment where I said to myself immediately, oh, I know what's going on here. So for those who missed it, there was a glancing blow by a Croatian player called Igor Matanovic, which led to an offside and nullified the goal. And when I say glancing blow, I've never seen this before. Someone has to correct me if they've seen this at all in this tournament. FIFA right away put up a graphic to let you know that the ball had slightly touched this Croatian player to make it offside. If he doesn't touch the ball, it's a goal. It's 2-2. We might be still playing. But FIFA immediately put this graphic up akin to what they do in cricket. They call it like snicko technology. In cricket, sometimes it's very difficult to figure out if the ball touches the bat. Because if the ball sometimes touches the bat, that's a wicket. That changes matches. You need to know if contact is made. And they have this wild technology in cricket where you can see it instantaneously. FIFA last night put the same graphic up on the VAR replay to show you that this Croatia goal wasn't good. Personally, I'm still not convinced the Croatian player touched this ball and it was offside. I have a hard time believing that, personally. But FIFA and VAR said, nope, no goal, Portugal wins. And there's a lot of people criticizing VAR. I'm fine with VAR. But I've never seen FIFA throw up this type of graphic to prove the VAR in my life. I've never seen it. Someone correct me. But I've never seen it. And I'm still not convinced it touched this Croatian player, nullifying the goal. I am not convinced. And Croatian supporters in the south end of BMO threw all their Michelob Ultras out onto the field, and I understand. Third goal disallowed, I'd be pissed off too. But then I realized what's going on here. What's going on here is simple. And remember this when you're watching Argentina Capo Verde today at 6 p.m. Eastern. What would the global television audience be if Ronaldo takes on Messi in the World Cup final? What do you think that number is going to be? 1.5 billion? 2 billion? More than that? It's no longer a soccer game if that happens. It's some kind of cultural phenomenon that soccer fans and sporting fans have been waiting on for 15 to 20 years. That game. Well, right now in the bracket, if Argentina wins out, if Portugal wins out, guess what the final is? Business is business. Negocios and negocios. I'm not saying FIFA threw that to Portugal last night. What I'm saying is FIFA worked really hard to prove to you that the game wasn't tied at the end. And I've rarely seen that. To the point where FIFA put out the following statement. According to the data provided by Connected Ball Technology, housed within the Adidas Football Trionda, the official match ball of the World Cup, it was proven that contact was made by Croatia's number 20 in the build-up to the goal against Portugal, allowing the referee to correctly determine offside and disallow the goal. Again, I'm still not convinced. That is razor thin, man, in a big moment. But the conspiracy theorist in me, as much as I've supported Portugal all my life in soccer, I felt like a little bit of funny business at the end of that. I got to be honest with you. I'm not mad, and I understand why Croatia's mad, but that felt a little funny. What would FIFA do to make sure Messi took on Ronaldo in New Jersey on July the 19th? What would they do? Argentina have a cupcake draw. They have nobody. Nobody. I wonder sometimes. We'll see. So the VAR I did find a little sketchy at the end. The rest of them I was fine with. The other goals being disallowed were disallowed goals by current rules. Finally, what this means for Portugal. To sub off Ronaldo and win is psychologically big-time stuff for Portugal. And the guy I've been ripping from the beginning, Roberto Martinez, their head coach. Azo's second cousin. By hair. Roberto Martinez. Sorry, Roberto Martino. Martino. One time. But psychologically, to take off Ronaldo in the 81st minute and put on Gonzalo Ramos and have Ramos score the goal. Again, it wasn't the perfect night for Portugal at all. But, it's possible to do that and win. It's possible. Gonzalo Ramos, by the way, has 4 World Cup goals in 6 games for Portugal. It's not that's like Erling Haaland levels of scoring. A hat-trick against Switzerland 4 years ago and last night. Insane header. For Portugal to now have that feeling, and also, to his credit, and I've been critical, to have Ronaldo not storm off like a 4-year-old when he got subbed off, I think is he doesn't have to like it. No one expects him to like it. But he handled it okay. Because that's always like the eggshell thing. How's he going to react? I think psychologically that's a major, major moment for Portugal. Because everyone's been dancing around the topic forever. It's not impossible to sub him off. It's not impossible to excel with someone else. Ronaldo scored the 1-1 goal in the penalty. He scored a brilliant goal that got called back. He still has it in flashes. Of course he does. But at 41 at times, in a game that might go to extra time, I don't know if you need Ronaldo for that. It's not a smart play. I think psychologically for Portugal, that was a big moment. So Portugal have Spain on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Azo and I will be streaming that.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I have a meeting with myself.
All right.
In that meeting, you were cool with it. It's weird. It's strange.
Proxy vote, right?
Proxy vote, yes. Very good reference. Proxy vote. He hasn't had the best tournament, but there's a guy in Portugal who makes life difficult at times for Lamine Yamal, and it's Nuno Mendes, and that will be the matchup at Cowboy Stadium. What a venue that's going to be for Spain and Portugal. Portugal beat Spain not that long ago in the Nations League final. They got him. I like Portugal's chances Monday. Spain really haven't played anybody yet. We'll see how they do. But finally, the one thing that Portugal have kind of watching over them, and Ronaldo put on his jersey last night, is Diogo Jota. Diogo Jota, for those who don't know the story, is a former Liverpool player and Portuguese international who was killed 1 year ago today in a car accident with his brother in Spain, trying to drive to a ferry to get back to Portugal. 28 years old. Stunned Liverpool. Liverpool never recovered last season from that, ever. And he has obviously been overseeing a lot of this and been on everyone's minds in the Portuguese Federation. And Ronaldo put on his jersey last night. I hadn't seen anyone do that for the team. They do flash, I believe it's this picture for those of you who are watching. I believe it's this picture they flash in-house right when the Portuguese anthem ends throughout this tournament at request of the Portuguese Federation. And, there are moments where you just think sometimes there are other things at work. Not to get overly analytical about it. But there's a lot going on here. And, and that was also the swan song for Toronto's chapter in this World Cup. A chapter that a lot of people, myself included, thought was going to be a complete disaster. It wasn't. Now, I've seen some people online go, yeah, Toronto. People said Toronto was a bad World Cup city. Look at all the close games we had. If you think that's the barometer, you can barely read. Because close games happen everywhere, you idiot. But in terms of how BMO felt, which was like one of the most important things, it felt great. It felt really good. Based on the early returns you're hearing from the hospitality community and the hotels and whatnot, the economic boom to Toronto did not arrive. It's not here. So someone's taken a bath on that. And that's a story we'll digest for, I'm not saying it's like the Big O in Montreal bad, but like this was not the tsunami of finances to some businesses that could use the help that some were expecting. Don't think Mayor Olivia Chow got that one right. Shocking. But for one night, that's one of the craziest things I've seen in the city. Not even close. I'm not saying it was crazier than Game 7 of the World Series or the Raptors winning, because for Torontonians, it's a different feel. And I would not put last night ahead of that. But globally, that's the biggest thing to ever happen on Canadian soil globally. Not a conversation. It's a wild night. Wild night. For those wondering, after the highs of that, TFC are back here on July the 16th against Montreal. If you want to keep the good soccer vibes going. I believe they're ripping down Azo the stands like today.
It started already.
It's starting right now?
CP24 was showing live shots of them breaking it down.
Jesus.
Yep.
That is crazy. That is... It came off way better inside than it looked initially outside.
1000%.
But the economic aspects of this are not going to hold. I think it's going to be the other part of this. And I believe they're shutting down the Gardner again because that was the plan the whole time.
Yep, that's what they do.
So welcome back, Toronto. You're here. Jeff has a party. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon.
How did you absorb that event at BMO yesterday? Because I was like,
good.
Event is a problem. I think event is probably underselling it. It was
sure.
something different. I felt like it was something different.
Did you see the FIFA thanking Toronto and that they'll forever have a place in history after hosting the first ever World Cup fixture in Canada?
As they're taking their bags of money to Pearson
Yeah, exactly.
and running. Yes.
Exactly.
Thank you, the FIFA. By the way, there's still a prominent reporter in this town still saying we've been covering the FIFA for a while.
I know.
Jesus Christ. Idiot. It's offensive at this point.
Seriously. When you commit, right?
But CP24 is like now a soccer channel.
Yeah.
Between
true.
Canada, Morocco tomorrow,
Yeah.
and that last night, it was quite something. It was quite something. What'd you make of the game?
Oh, hell of a game, especially that second half. Wow, I don't know if I've seen anything like it, especially that. It was crazy. What part of the game took the biggest hit on your voice? Or did your voice take the biggest hit?
It was the 2-1 goal.
Yeah?
In like the in stoppage time.
Okay.
Like I like Ronaldo, I got a little loud when Ronaldo scored, but like when Portugal scored in the 94th minute, I let it loose.
Okay.
There
were bets in the chat, I think, if you scored more on the goal or when he was subbed off.
The subbing off was unexpected. Like there were gasps.
Yeah.
There were gasps all around us.
And Ramos, when he scored, did he end up going to the bench and going to hug Ronaldo?
Eventually. He
went
to the corner.
Went to corner
Ramos
first.
went to the corner first.
Yeah.
And eventually Ronaldo didn't go. He's not corner guy first.
Right.
It's not his vibe right now, but he's corner guy 8th. He's corner guy 9th.
Yeah.
So but like that's what I mean. Like the vibes to come out of that, very healthy for Portugal.
Yeah, had to be.
It's like been this weird kind of family feud since the beginning.
For sure.
There's been online stuff. It hasn't been healthy. None of it's been healthy. But last night, you kind of just faced some things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh.
The master stroke coaching of my boy, Roberto Martinez.
Roberto Martinez did. Now, he panicked initially and threw 4 subs out at one time.
But they all worked, kind of.
I don't know if they all worked. But I've rarely seen 4 subs at one time.
Yeah, it's true.
But the fact that he took off Ronaldo was like they made Ronaldo the man of the match, which was idiotic.
That Ramos goal was crazy. The header in between like 3 Croatian
Like
players.
Rafael Leao, the kid on the left, was the man of the match.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like I mean, I'll even take Diogo Costa some of the saves he made in net
With
for
all the
Portugal.
Ronaldo fans there, you think they're going to do
Oh,
that?
that was
Come
it
on.
was so weak. It was so weak to have Ronaldo be the man of the match. for
Oh,
me.
stop it.
No, it was ridiculous.
Our friends at Michelob made a good choice.
I mean, CG in the chat. This tournament is about Ringer Messi. Yeah.
I think
Mes-
he keeps putting in FIFA, too, as a new word for FIFA. FIFA.
FIFA. The FIFA. We've been talking about the FIFA for a while.
I thought that's pretty clever. I keep
Look,
seeing it. It was good.
I am not convinced Croatia didn't tie that game up. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm
That's
not.
a big acknowledgement.
That is a rare for FIFA to go to that extent to show you how close that was means they knew this looked bad. And they had to prove their point.
The
They
other
tried
thing
to.
we're getting a lot in the chat, and I know I got texts about it. You guys need to explain this or get Sid's opinion on all the injury time that was given. Like it was 20 minutes almost, like the most in World Cup history.
I
believe
mean,
saw.
there was a
With
penalty.
all the overturned goals.
There was a penalty review. There were 3 VAR goals turned around.
Yeah.
Like
That's what I pointed.
I'm not. I'm look when a goal is scored in the 94th minute, the ref's going to give time
yeah.
because I think it was 5 minutes initially.
Right.
No, sorry, it
No,
was
no,
10.
10.
It was 10.
9 or 10. Yeah, 10.
So obviously, if someone scores in added time, they're going to add more. That's a totally normal thing. Like I wasn't fazed by it at all. My problem was why the hell did Portugal not keep any possession at the end of that game?
Yeah, it's
they
true.
kept
They kept
hoofing
pushing,
it
yeah.
like a bunch of 7-year-olds who just learned how to play soccer.
I did wonder that.
Like, I mean, that's like at some point, Portugal has to take responsibility for that as well. Not the greatest defensive display I've ever seen from the Seleção. So, like, I know the ref's to blame for everything, guys. Sometimes the players play.
Yeah.
Like, I just, the amount of things that players get let off the hook for, and it's always the refs. Again, but like, if I'm being honest, there's a lot of people who don't watch soccer who look at that and go, that's weird. Okay, that's not weird to me, though,
Yeah, okay.
because I watch
Well,
soccer.
there are a lot of people who watch it for the first time. Or
Yeah,
watch
no, but
it
I'm
every
fine
4
with that.
years.
But then try not to like immediately go the refs. Okay, great analysis. The refs, no problem.
So we're one step closer to New Jersey, huh?
Oh, with you and
Six sending us there, yeah.
I don't think they're serious
I know.
because I think
with
secretly
FIFA rules, it would be very tough.
I don't think they think Portugal's going to be there.
Yeah, well, it would be very tough with FIFA rules still. Okay, now let's get to the important part. See any of the celebs down there? We had your boys, Scotty Barnes, John Tavares. Did you see your country
Oh yeah,
man,
John Tavares. As I said to someone in the crowd, he was a -2 by the end of that game.
Oh my God. Kia Nurse and a bunch of the Temple were down there.
But Tavares, great on faceoffs last night.
SGA and
Great.
Drake.
SGA, great to see SGA.
Yeah, Drake not
I
so
heard
much,
Zach
though.
Galifianakis was there.
Oh, really?
Did
I
they
didn't see
show
that.
him?
I didn't see him.
He was like the random actor in Toronto filming
Yeah, why
who
not?
was invited to go.
That's pretty good.
Because the FIFA have done that a lot. If you're an actor working in Toronto at the time, please come to our game.
You see Nelly Furtado?
I heard she was there. I did
Yeah?
not
Oh,
see.
she
I
was
did
going
not
nuts. They
see
showed her
Nelly
They showed her
Furtado.
on the big screen. She went crazy.
Oh, I
She went
missed.
nuts.
I missed it. I was focused on the
John
game.
Morosi? Did you see John Morosi?
He texted me.
Oh, did he?
He didn't tell me
He was there.
Hold on. Did Morosi tell me he was there last night?
Oh, yeah. You don't read your text, see?
No, I do.
See, Morosi, this is what I'm dealing with over here.
I mean,
D-Ro was in a big spot yesterday.
D-Ro, he was in the
everywhere.
box.
Yeah, the important box.
Morosi didn't tell me. This is what Morosi texted me.
Don't blame him.
No, I am blaming him.
Pay attention.
Basic question. For a team with such height, why must Portugal insist on taking short corners? Again, great question by John Paul Morosi. But he didn't tell me he was in the building.
Oh, yes, to tell you?
Yes.
You could ask.
I could find him.
Are you here?
I'm a huge John Paul
Are you
Morosi
here?
guy. Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, John Paul Morosi coming to a Toronto World Cup after the Otani thing. Good for you, GP.
Yeah.
Good for you. Everyone's forgot about that garbage. Good
As
for
they
you.
should. It
Good
happens
for
to,
you.
It happens to all of them.
Yes.
Rosenthal's been taken. What's his name? Heyman's been taken. They've all been taken. Maybe you got the private jet to come up. Maybe you got the Dragon's Den guys. private
Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I just think, man, there was a lot to last night.
jet. Yeah, there was. Without doubt.
There was a
Glad
lot.
you're there.
And
Got to experience it with your family like a lot of people were.
Ellis, my dad has never seen Portugal live
Yeah.
in his life.
That's
he
amazing.
saw
How was
it.
he? I would have loved to see his reaction.
My dad was like, he was like wowing it most of the lead up, but then
What was his reaction when Ronaldo got subbed off?
he was shocked.
Yeah.
He was shocked.
Love it.
We were all, honestly, when Ronaldo got subbed off, we were like, it was like when Kirk didn't put on the home run jacket. We were all like,
a great
we were all like
example,
John Schneider
too.
looking over, like, because John Schneider works for Vlad, and we just kind of like, oh no, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? You know what? The other thing I did love about last night, no BS with the fans.
Yeah.
Croatian supporters had a lot of reason to be pissed off walking out of there.
Without a doubt.
Everyone was very kind to each other.
Good. Good.
Very kind to each other. Because that's the kind of game where I've seen, listen, I'm not going to say who this country was that Spain were playing, but I was in Belgium one day at a European Championship game. It was a wild game. I'm standing next to some Spanish supporters, just a family. And someone threw a full beer on the entire family and called them fascists and walked away.
Whoa. Yeah. See,
That's a vibe.
that's not.
Like that, I've seen that. I didn't see anything like that yesterday. Like it was just, and my point is, if there were Croatian supporters that angry, I get it.
Yeah.
That's a weird way to lose. 3 disallowed goals, and the last one is like, you can't really see where the contact is that leads to an offside. Like I've seen enough soccer in my life. That's a weird call. Very strange call. But the fan base, especially walking out like sardines towards the GO station,
Yeah.
everyone was good. By the way, and shout out all the Colombian supporters who thought they were going to be in this game because they thought they were going to be second in the group,
Yeah.
and they eventually won the group.
Yeah.
But a lot of Colombian supporters thought they were going to be in this game, but they went anyway,
Well, that's the only. Yeah.
which I thought was amazing.
To give your
There were a lot. They were super cool. A lot
give
of
your
fun.
conspiracy theory some credence. Like they would have given Portugal that game if they didn't want them on opposite sides of the bracket,
Correct.
right?
Correct. J-Rock Nation just sent this tweet to me. Cristiano Ronaldo winning FIFA last night. He's not going to retire in MLS with TFC. Man.
Oh man.
Will the Ronaldo era with TFC be as good as the Insigne Bernardeschi era? I don't know. Only one way to find out.
They're not getting good value out of him. He's in Saudi.
No.
Leave him alone. Come on.
But that would be a bloody big deal.
That would be
If Cristiano
bloody
Ronaldo-
huge deal.
Signed with MLS. At 45, they pay Ronaldo whatever he wants.
It's true.
Like if he wanted to do that, no problem. Jacqueline in the chat, how much was the water? I had some kind people pull waters for me, so I don't know. I don't know what water costs
Star
were,
treatment, man. Star treatment.
but I'm assuming they were expensive. Jeremy in the chat, Azzo break the news live. Is there breaking news?
What?
Oh, about Ronaldo? Insider Azzo.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's demanding Insider Azzo break the news.
If I see a photo of him on the jumbotron at Scotiabank, I'll let you know.
That's funny. So, again, you're not. I cannot say that game meant more to Torontonians than Jays in the World Series or an NBA title because that's not true. But globally, last night was unlike anything we've ever seen in this country at any level.
To your point, like two prominent heritages that have cheered for soccer a long time in this country got to see their teams play here. The fact it was those two teams and they have big, strong fan bases in this city, in this country, was amazing.
And again, to the Croatian fans who not only got to see their team twice, but last night was it for Luka Modric.
Right.
And there was a lot of respect shown on the field by Portugal towards one of the great central mids of all time. If you really look at his club resume, and internationally, World Cup final, World Cup semi, pretty damn good.
Yeah.
For a small country in Croatia. That's a crazy achievement. It was to be able to see his final game for Croatia, a god in that country. It was a privilege to be there last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really was.
Yeah.
And the weather held, and
It did. I was happy for
like,
that too.
I was expecting that typical steamy
The mugginess.
thunderstorm rolling
Yeah.
through, and it never really happened. There's so much going on in the chat right now.
It's flying.
Stealthy Sammy in the chat. Modric is the greatest midfielder ever. Resume speaks for himself.
I was surprised to hear your take on that final call.
I thought it was strange. I was fully expecting.
So what was it like
penalties.
in the moment while you were there and it was happening?
I got to be honest. I was just so relieved that once again, You know who the man of the match was for Portugal last night? VAR.
Yeah, it's true.
It wasn't Ronaldo. It wasn't Ramos. It wasn't Rafael. It was VAR. It was the box. It was someone doing a box. That's it. I did this like 30 times last night around me. This is my new favorite thing. I'm fully in the realization that it was a bit of a fortunate evening for the Portuguese soccer team, but
So you're going to hold off on what happens on Monday? We'll hold off our talk on that, huh?
oh, I think I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, really?
I don't think Spain's played anyone real yet.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
I don't think Spain's played anybody. And Núñez on the left has had a Lamine Yamal in his hip pocket before. He does not like that matchup at all. And it's not like Lamine Yamal looks like Lamine Yamal. He looks hurt. He still looks like he's recovering.
Yeah.
If there was ever a time to play Spain, go to Jerry's World. Go to Cowboy Stadium. Go get it done Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm oddly bullish about Canada's chances tomorrow against Morocco.
Yeah?
And I'm pretty bullish on Portugal's chances Monday.
I'm with you.
Because what I saw yesterday was if Portugal need a call, they're going to get it.
It did feel that way.
I mean,
A lot of
I
comments
just,
saying WrestleMania 18 in the city was a bigger global event. Come on.
guys.
I like where your head's at. I wish I could agree
And I
with
was
you.
at that WrestleMania.
I can agree. Yeah, stop rubbing your in.
I'm just saying.
Stop rubbing my face. You're in all these great
That
events, and
WrestleMania
I
was
didn't get to go.
outrageous.
Yeah, it was. It was.
But, guys,
Yeah.
not even close to the global eyes that were on that
I
yesterday.
agree.
Like, give me a break.
There's been a few comments like that in here, but anyway.
Yeah. Guys, like an event with like the Greenwich Street posse in it, what didn't have more global eyes than that game yesterday? I guarantee you.
What are you expecting Argentina and Cape Verde today?
Well, based on what I saw from some of the officiating yesterday, I see an Argentina victory. What do you? But I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this though. Argentina still are the nation in this tournament that has left themselves open to some of the craziest upsets in the history of sports. There's something about Argentina in the World Cup. It can be complete brilliance and some of the best soccer you've ever seen from individuals. And sometimes they'll lose to Cameroon to open up Italian 90.
They've looked good.
And they'll lose to Saudi Arabia to start the
They look really good in this World Cup, though.
I'm not saying it's going to happen today.
And as long as
I'm
Messi's
saying
on,
I am not watching the game.
the path is right there
Like-
till France for them, though.
Or Portugal.
Yeah, well, wouldn't they face France in
They
in
cannot.
the semis?
They
No?
cannot face each other till the final.
Oh, okay.
So here are the teams that Argentina cannot play until the final: Paraguay, France, Canada. Argentina fears Canada. Morocco, Portugal, Spain, the States, and Belgium. Those teams cannot play Argentina until the final.
Who is there? Isn't there? There's one team on their side, isn't there?
Sorry, what do you mean by that?
One good team, like one really tough opponent for them.
Well,
to
right
go.
now, the only good team they see would be in the semis, and it's either going to be Brazil, Norway, England, or Mexico.
Right, England. Okay.
It's Argentina have a great draw.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
hinting at.
they play Capo Verde today. They get the winner of Australia, Egypt.
Yes.
Get out of here with that. Like that's practice for them. Practice. Sid, you're not being respectful of Australia. Shut up. I watched them play. I'm as respectful as I need to be. I'm telling you.
A lot of people saying Colombia can beat them.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
I expected a bit more out of Colombia in this tournament.
Me,
to be honest.
me too.
Especially defensively.
Me too. Like Ghana, if they kind of figure this out,
The African
like they got
countries have
some,
been-
they got some menu. Like Ghana have some players. Like they can play with them today for sure.
The African countries have been tough because they haven't been able to hold the leads. There were almost a couple upsets from African nations in this tournament, and they just couldn't hold on.
That Senegal game
It was crazy.
shocking.
Yes.
Shocking.
It's true. So true.
So that's how I think this is going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a conspiracy theorist by nature. It's who I am. Make the argument to me that FIFA want any other matchup aside from Portugal and Argentina in that
For
final.
sure. Two marquee faces facing off. Yeah, without a doubt.
Now, they wouldn't hate France, Argentina. That was a hell of a rematch.
I'm saying.
That thing's gotten nasty over the last 4 years.
Messi alone in the finals would be money for them.
But like, I think that's the matchup they want. That's the moneymaker.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
The world would stop on July the 19th if it's Portugal-Argentina in the final.
No argument.
I'm still not convinced because there's a lot of work here that has to get done. But the vibes with Portugal to me have changed a little bit, and it's not just about the win last night. It's the way it happened, which is what has worried me the whole time. But whatever, that's for Monday. I'm looking for 3 goals out of Jonathan David tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
3!
Wow, 3.
Act like they're Qatar. He won't
I'll
get
take
it.
one.
He won't get 3.
I'll take one.
I'll take one too. I'll take an assist.
They got other guys. too.
Azo, I'll take an assist from
Yeah,
Jonathan David
exactly.
tomorrow.
Without a doubt.
Any other soccer stuff before we move on? Because we have an odd amount of Leaf stuff today.
Yeah,
like a
for
lot.
Sure. Yeah.
Anything else soccer-wise?
No, I mean, unless we get into Canada maybe a bit later on.
Yeah, we'll
Just
get,
ahead of that
we'll,
game?
we'll get into that a little later.
Yeah.
Because like Jesse Marsh is getting his back up over tactics,
Yes.
and he's kind of sounding a little childish about it. But we'll get to it. You know what? I'm going to do this now, Azo. Graceful shutdown in the chat. Great time of year, Sid.
Do it.
Yes, it is.
Let them tell you.
You guys produce this show. I don't produce nothing. Puck drops, tip-offs, first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. We are now 2 days removed from the Toronto Maple Leafs completely changing their team. At least up front and in goal. Defensively, not as much. And the sound and reaction of what the Toronto Maple Leafs have done here are still pouring in. And I did notice yesterday that the Leafs gave John Chayka to Kipper and Bourne and did not give John Chayka to Overdrive.
They got the AGM. They got the Marlies GM.
And the interview was fine, actually. I
Yeah,
didn't
it was
mind
good. It was
But
good.
like these are the weird things I notice.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you people on those shows notice. Maybe they should have a review of that. Maybe the Leafs should have a VAR review.
Exactly. Rights holders and the network that owns the team now, pretty much.
Oh, by the way, one quick thing on Betway. Sorry, I was going to mention this.
Yeah.
Betway. Canada, Morocco tomorrow. I've been pretty hard on Jonathan David,
Yeah.
at times with cause.
Very.
What better time than now to get on the score sheet against one of the best teams in the world in Morocco?
Love it.
Leaning towards Jonathan David scoring tomorrow.
Nice. I like that.
15th minute, 38th minute, 60th minute, anytime. I'll take it. Jonathan David is due.
I see him working hard in that commercial.
Due. And all of his supporters have been pumping him up. Now would be the time. Back to the Leafs.
Chayka here in the chat said TSN had Chayka scheduled, then just something came up where Chayka couldn't make it, so the AGM filled in. I don't know. I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Neither did I. I don't know if that's
And by the way, if that was said, I don't believe it.
no.
I don't believe it. Now, again, they may. We do this all the time, and like Chayka shows up
The next
today.
day,
Like,
yeah.
so if he's on Overdrive today, I wouldn't be surprised. But it feels like those guys are taking a bunch of time off coming up over the next few weeks.
Without doubt.
And like, if you're gonna have Chayka on, you might want to do it.
Yeah, man. Off season doesn't sleep. Doesn't sleep.
Nope.
Especially Chayka. He's at work, man. He's cooking.
Oh, Trife Kick in the chat. They said it on the show. I totally missed that.
I missed it too.
Okay.
That was a good fill-in, then.
Decent.
Yeah.
Although listen, with all due respect, if I want A and you offer me the assistant
Yeah.
B, I'm not thrilled with that if I'm running a show. That's just me. But John Chayka was on with Kipper and Bourne.
Thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was a good interview. Agreed. And graceful shutdown in the chat. AGM is a decoy. Well played. Well played. First up is, I believe it was Justin Bourne asked John Chayka about the Morgan Riley thing. Like, where do we stand? And again, I find whenever Chayka is asked this question, and he's been asked a lot, like I feel like there's always two lanes that he's trying to navigate. But I always feel like the one lane wins. And it's usually the lane of, yeah, he's probably not going to be here to start the season. You be the judge. Listen to this.
Continue to explore some things that we, discussed the draft, or, we had some discussions around free agency, but, these things are hard too. So it's hard to forecast exactly what could fall. Certainly, we think we've got some good stability through our lineup now. If we can add difference makers, I think we should always be trying to do that. And it does feel like there might be some more liquidity in the market in these July, August months than maybe past. So yeah, we'll keep at it. I think with regards to Morgan, like, we're talking about a really good defenseman. So, for us, where we're at, where we're trying to go, he's been a leader. He's the longest tenured Leaf. Nothing but total respect for him. And again, as we look to improve the group, we'll always consider everything. But I would say at this juncture, Morgan's a big part of this.
If Morgan Riley was a really good defenseman, somebody would have traded for him by now. Am I alone in this?
Not when you see Darnell Nurse going for $2 million more, and no salary being retained.
Well, but as we talked about in the moment, remember we had that one conversation, who's the better defenseman, Morgan Riley or Darnell Nurse?
Yeah.
And there were people in chat going, well, obviously it's Morgan. Well, obviously it isn't. Because there was a market for one, and they're still trying to trade the other guy. Now, you can make the argument to me, oh, you don't know the teams that he opened up to, and it's really complicated. And yeah, I guess to a certain extent it is. But in this league, this is what I know about the National Hockey League. Good players, if they're that good, attract attention. That's the one thing I think we can all agree on. So how long this offseason has, my question to you in the chat, how long does this Morgan Riley thing, is this like an August 3rd story that just sprouts up?
Here's the thing. I just think they don't want to sell low on, super low on him, given his last 2 years. And to Gabriel's point here, this is what always makes me think. Trouba got overpaid big time. If Morgan Riley was a free agent, what would he get on the market right now? Wouldn't it be what his contract is? Because to your point, these teams there are teams out there who really need defense and who really need to hit that cap. It's crazy. You would think there was a team that would be willing to take it, but then, is that up to Morgan? And I think from Chayka's standpoint, he doesn't want to sell super low on this guy. They don't want to retain. So he's going to hold off and just wait to see what happens. And part of me thinks if he starts the season on the Leafs roster and they play him in a lesser role, I keep hearing he's still in the top pair of this team. I don't think so.
But
he's the guy playing with Radish? I don't know.
But I think your point's interesting to the extent of, I think we need to have this discussion with each other about value.
Yes.
Because I think there's a real difference in professional sports between what the stats tell you and what you see every night. What the stats tell you about Morgan Riley is exactly what Azzo said. He's probably a $7.5 million player. I'm just going by what the market gives out to players. I still say Trouba's a ridiculous overpay. But Riley at 7.5 is still not crazy for what statistically he does. However, when you put eyes on it all the time...
Yeah. And when he's playing 25 plus minutes a night,
yes,
that's not him anymore. He can't.
No.
You can't play this guy over close to 25 minutes a night. There's no way he should be playing that.
A shotgun draw in the chat. Riley isn't an NHL defenseman anymore. Whoa.
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa. Gabriel in the chat. $33 million for Trouba? LOL. I would agree with that. Howard in the chat. $7 million for $7.5 million for Morgan Riley. He is a better defenseman than most. I mean, I don't know about that. It's very complicated with Morgan because by market, he's being paid what he should be paid.
Okay.
I believe.
Yeah,
I do. But if you watch him every night, you have a very different feel.
But again,
very different feel.
He's been overused. He's on a power. Well, he shouldn't be on. He should have never been on the power play. It's crazy. They've misused him for 2 seasons, and it shows. So, to get value out of him now seems ridiculous.
To your point, Seaside in the chat, the best part is if Riley becomes a third pair or second, plays 18 minutes a night, he'd get better.
Or look better. First, I agree
I don't
with
know
that.
if he'd get better. Maybe
he'd look better.
I mean,
his stats would come down. Yeah. You play a guy an extra 7-8 minutes a night is insane.
Row Live in the chat, his defense sucks. I don't disagree. That's kind of the problem. That's kind of the problem. If you're not going to have a top power play Morgan Riley, so what is he? He's not a shutdown guy.
But was he ever I don't know.
No, but if he's a top pair in your power play, that's part of his role.
Yeah.
If he's no longer that,
No, but the
Like-
Leafs put themselves in this position by using
He's a
him the way they-
hard-nosed defenseman all of a sudden?
No.
Like, what is his skill set for you? That's the crazy part of this that I think teams have completely figured out. And I don't know how you rectify that. I just don't see him. I just do not. Chayka, here's what I want to say today. Chayka keeps insinuating, oh, he'll be a big part of us next season and blah, blah. They do not want him there at training camp.
Well-
They want this rectified. And I understand why they want it rectified.
Of course, but they also put themselves in this position with him.
In what way, though?
They gave him the no movement clause, and Berube's been abusing him for the last 2 years.
Right.
Like, he's
But
been
all the-
overplaying
but-
him and all that.
But all those guys are gone. So now Chayka's
No,
left
I know.
dealing with it.
Right.
So when you say they,
100%.
like, I'm just trying to, I want to clarify what you mean by they. Like, Chayka
the
didn't give him
organization
ideas.
before them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
They like you can't
Chayka's-
get out of it.
Chayka's
Just
trying
because
to
Chayka's there doesn't waive his no movement or cancel
No,
it.
but he's trying to clean it up. I just don't want to blame Chayka for.
No, I'm not blaming him for nothing. I'm
is.
saying the
Yeah.
organization. I never said Chayka.
No.
I said the organization. And you had a coach who, if he was on the same page as the GM, might not have played him that much or got him better guys. Like Stashogger here in the chat. Riley has been a consummate pro. Most tenured Leaf are very close. His skating, his biggest strength is not great anymore. His shot is weak, kind of in no man's land. And it's true, but I don't know. Would some team take a chance thinking he's serviceable, a way to mentor some of the younger guys?
If he's not going to play top power play minutes, the way he plays and his salary are odd for any team. And it's why the
I'm saying-
Leafs haven't gotten over the hump.
A good
'cause
team would
this
not
is a
have him
problem.
on the power play.
No,
though.
they wouldn't.
Right. So that's
They
not what he
wouldn't.
is.
So what do you do with that?
Yeah, well-
Like, this is one of the more unique trade situations in the entire league. You can argue. And listen, here's the other thing that freaks me out about the Morgan thing. Does John Chayka seem like a guy who has trouble trading?
No. And he would do whatever to get out of it right away. Took him no time to do all the stuff he's done. Wall, Hildeby, Carlo. Like, look what he took for Carlo. No chance. He would do it if there was something there worth it or he felt reasonable, he would have done it. I'm with you on that.
And we're still sitting here.
Yeah.
Like, that's a scary thought, man.
Yeah.
John Chayka has been as active as any Leaf GM in a short amount of time as I've ever seen in my life who just got the job. And he's like,
And he lost some leverage the minute Nurse requested a trade. And somebody chose Nurse over him
did.
at $2 million more.
but like he's sitting here going, I got roadblocks, guys.
No, and everyone's saying it's because of the trade protection. I get right. Correct.
I think
Correct.
I think you're letting Morgan off the hook by just saying trade protection. I don't think the interest for his role and his salary is anywhere close to aligned.
But say he opens up his
that's
list.
the problem that he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Because Darnell Nurse did with San Jose.
That's what I was going to. We're going to see how much Morgan wants to change his scenery because he might open up his list. We previously heard he doesn't really want to go to Vancouver. That might be the only fit left for him. He might waive to go there and go back home. I don't know. But I think right now he might be fine staying here. I do always think Morgan Riley wanted to start and end his career as a Maple Leaf. It just sucks it's gotten to this.
But there's two sides that want to have that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think like the notion, like there's only one Sidney Crosby, guys. The notion that every player is owed that it's a nice thought, but it's a fallacy on top of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you do. Like, this is, again, Chayka is a mover and a shaker. For him to be stonewalled on this is a wild visual to me. Wild.
Well, Randy's yelling at me here. It's business, Azzo. He's got to go. But at what price? Like, you're not eating half that money. You're not shipping him out. I get addition by subtraction, but you can't just ship him out and pay half the salary.
The Leafs aren't interested in that.
No, of course not. So he's.
But-
and listen, there's time. It's July 3rd.
You're right. It's not
There is
August
time.
3rd.
Right.
It's not September 3rd.
It's not even close to training camp yet.
Yeah.
So he's still got time, but they just don't sell him for pennies on the dollar and have to take half the salary.
I mean,
Yeah, there you go. AFKA in the chat. He can't go if nobody wants him. That's exactly it.
but I guess the other place I'm taking this is it's obvious the Leafs want to be good next year. This guy played more minutes for you, Morgan Riley, than anyone last
Right.
year.
Hang on.
And quite frankly, like he hasn't carried the team ever in my life. Like, I've never seen a team with Morgan Riley on it where it's like Morgan took over that night in a big game. Maybe a few in his playoff days, He had a stretch in the playoffs where Morgan was actually like way better than the regular season.
Yeah.
But those days are gone.
Yeah, we're getting a lot in here. Like RJ in the chat, RJ Brando in the chat. And who are you getting to replace him? Be honest. Who do you get instead? Like, is that Stetcher you're going to put in there instead of him? Like, I don't know.
But
and
there-
then
but
Tiff
there is-
Bannon, just buy him out. Cosby Dan, buy him out.
You want to know what the buyout would cost? Because I'll do that right now. Thank you, Puckpedia. So again, before I hit this button, Morgan Riley is 4 years left at 7.5. He's 32 years old. Here's the buyout. The buyout looks like this.
Like, GMs are smart. They would look at this and say, okay, he's been overused, but what are you going to get out of him? To your point, where do you fit him? What is a good role for him?
So
'Cause he has had
so
problems
next year,
skating.
let me get through this number here for a second. So next year, 3.5 million on the buyout. 27-28, 3.5 million. 28-29, 3.5 million. 29-30, 3.5 million.
Jeez.
30-31, 2 million. 31-32, 2 million. 32-33, 2 million. 33-34, 2 million. For a team that's always up against the cap,
Yeah.
like always,
Yeah. No, you
that
nailed it
is
yesterday.
that is brutal
Yeah.
to have on your cap. This is not a responsible cap team. You just can't buy out a guy at 4 years without money. That is irresponsible. Irresponsible. If it's the final year of the deal, different story.
No, without a
Different
doubt.
story.
Of course,
But
the term matters.
But I want to end that buyout talk now because
Yes.
everyone thinks buyouts are easy. They're not, actually. They're rather difficult.
But I just don't get it with Leaf fans where it's either a buyout or he's part of your top line. Like, there's got to be a different role and a different fitting for him. Like, Uber JNM in the chat says, put Morgan on third D pair minutes and his trade list will expand.
I mean,
Is that possible? Like, I
no,
think
but there's a lot of this in here. Like Alex is saying the same thing in the chat. Riley is a perfect third pair defenseman. Give Ben Danford a sniff. Move 44 down. I don't think there's a lot of appetite to just have a $7.5 million guy
But
on
if
your
that's your only
third pair.
solution, that's your only solution. Then what else do you do with him? If you're going to get pennies on the dollar for him, you have to retain that salary. You're not buying him out, to your point. So what do you do? Why not play him on the third?
Guys, I think the league has spoken on Morgan Riley.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm sorry. I think I like this is the. Do you remember when Mel Kiper like lost it on Shedeur Sanders draft stock?
Yeah.
Because Shedeur Sanders went what, 5th round eventually, and Mel Kiper on ESPN is losing his mind on the fact that Shedeur Sanders dropped and eventually went to the worst place possible, Cleveland, and he wouldn't shut up about it. Finally, Reese Davis of ESPN, after hearing this for days, look up the clip. It's actually one of the more famous draft day clips now of all time. Reese Davis looks at Mel Kiper, ESPN's legendary draft expert, and says, Mel, the draft has spoken.
Yeah.
They don't agree with you that this guy's great. Enough. I believe the league has spoken on Morgan. All the movement we've seen, all the action John Chayka has brought to the Leafs in terms of players leaving and coming in. No action on Morgan. That writes itself. And I don't mean to be disrespectful for Morgan. He's a respected guy in the city. But you cannot convince me this organization wants Morgan Riley a part of it going forward.
No.
There are some pissed off people in that MLSE organization about how that played out last year. And Morgan Riley was at the tip of the spear for the Austin Matthews Gudis thing. Let us not forget that. Brandon Carlo, gone. Easton Cowan was on the ice. He's not going anywhere. William Nylander, I think there's some people in the organization that feel a certain way about William Nylander.
But again, a tough spot.
Tough spot, but he's got value.
No.
I think you'd have a less of a difficult time trading William Nylander than Morgan Riley.
But you still need his approval, I'm saying.
You do.
He's got the normal.
You do,
So he calls the
100%.
shot. He calls the shot. If he doesn't want to go anywhere, he's not going anywhere.
But I think you can. I think John Chayka would be appeased more in those conversations than the Morgan Riley one.
1,000%. I'm just saying you're going to need him to sign off, and he half the time doesn't know what's going on.
Christopher in the chat, the league has spoken.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Nick in the chat, I want him gone.
Well, of course, everybody thinks a change of scenery. I don't disagree that
Everyone's on the same page. On
yes,
that.
I'm sure. I just.
So what do you think? But here's my question that I'm having a hard time with. So he just comes to camp and everything's normal.
Honestly, but that's what I want Leaf fans to argue with, where they're like, he can't step back on the ice. He can't be out. So what do you do? Give us an explanation. I bring him to camp. Maybe a defenseman gets hurt on somebody else's team, and then they become desperate. I don't know. I honestly don't. Besides moving him down and playing a certain kind of minutes, and maybe he looks a different way, and then somebody will trade for him. I honestly don't know. Like, people are saying LTIR. They're not going to do that with him.
It'll be pretty transparent if you do that with him. The guy's like played more, like seventh most games in franchise history. He's never hurt.
Yeah, that's the part that sucks about it.
All of a sudden, he has Vladdy back. Like all of a sudden, he has Santander shoulder.
What this is, and people are saying it's a game of chicken. You got to get him to expand his list. You're going to find out how badly he wants to change his scenery, because he's going to have to expand his list and try and go somewhere else.
It's going to be, but like the Leafs are one of a number of teams who are in this spot. For example,
right?
Like, is it going to be weird if Morgan Riley gets back to camp? Is it going to be weird if Matthew Nyes gets to camp?
Yeah.
Is it going to be weird when Dylan Larkin, when Dylan Larkin goes back to Red Wings camp? Steve Yzerman's not trading him this offseason.
I agree.
I'm convinced. Is it going to be weird if Connor Hellebuck gets back to Winnipeg's camp? Is it going to be weird now when Thomas Harley gets to Dallas Stars camp?
Hell yeah, that one.
Is it going to be weird when Zach Werenski,
Yeah, it already is.
one of that coward in Columbus, all of a sudden goes back to camp? There's so many of those situations right now in the league. Like, just as someone who enjoys some chaos, I'm looking forward to this. I really am. The GMs aren't. The players aren't. All the big tough guy players who went to the Olympics and thought it was fun to demand things. Now you got it. Deal with it now. Deal with it now, smart guy. Love it. Love it.
Because somebody put it up. If you played for the Sioux, you'd already be in Pittsburgh. Like,
That's for damn sure.
What's the Penguins' defense situation? Like, even the fact that Dubas won't take a swing on this? Like,
that's such a great point. That's such a great point.
But again, he'd have to approve it too. I don't know.
Yeah, they all got to approve.
That's the crazy part. Everybody can think what you want. You need both sides on the same page.
See, like, people can, and not like Morgan Riley demanded anything. He didn't. But like players, you're allowed to demand. Players, you can get all the no move protection in the world. Nothing will protect you from heat from your fan base. Nothing. So have at it.
This guy has been a pro the whole time. His tenure in Toronto has been pretty good.
But if they want to be really good next year, Morgan Riley can't be on your team.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry. Like I
don't think there's any argument.
Well, some people in the chat, like you and I are aligned on that, but some people in the chat are like, oh, third pair defenseman.
But they're also not buying them out, and they're not like, I don't know
really?
What you do.
My God. All right, that Morgan Riley conversation took us a while. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough situation.
Do you want to go back to the Werenski thing?
Sure.
Because John Chayka also brought this up. Again, that was a pretty good interview on Kipper and Bourne yesterday.
Good. They hit all the notes.
Was it big game hunting, the phrase that was brought up?
So Kipper did a really good job in saying, like, I know I can't talk about a specific player who's already under contract, but your fan base seemed to get excited about a certain D-man that was rumored to go. And he's like, and he said, and then he asked about the D core, and the D might need still some work. So what are you guys looking in terms of that?
Okay. And here's the response from John Chayka.
I think we made a pretty good bet on Darren Radish. 70-point defenseman, played against tough competition. Certainly brings an element on the top power play. So, we think he checks a lot of boxes. But like you said, I think, it's going to be a group approach. I'd say conceptually and purely philosophically, I think the general manager's job is to star hunt first and foremost. And, this game can be changed by, a few players, top players making a big impact on a franchise. So, the depth piece matters, how you fill up a roster, how you manage the cap. That's all, kind of necessary, but not maybe sufficient. I think about, the role of the general manager and their ability to go out and big game hunt. And I think that's kind of priority number one.
You got a star hunt.
Star and big game hunt, both of them. He used both phrases there. That's his
There's
job
another
as
term.
GM.
There's another term with star in front of it that I can't repeat, which I've seen plenty. But it is his job to do that.
I think Leaf fans should
Yes.
be like inspired by that or whatever.
I would
like,
agree.
Excited by that. Because if there's a name after, this guy's going to make a call, I think. I think he made that quite clear.
Oh, 100%. By the way, Azo, I want to jump. Keep those clips in order that I sent you. But Sergei Bobrovsky is speaking right now.
Okay.
Terry Koshan is tweeting a bit of it from the Toronto Sun. So I just want to read some of this. Bobrovsky said, quote, "I'm excited for the opportunity with Toronto. To be honest, I thought I was going to stay in Florida. Things work out how they work out. The Leafs put their trust in me." End quote. And then he goes on to thank everyone with the Panthers. It sounds like he's being pretty respectful of Florida as well. Why not? Florida was good to him. He was good to Florida.
Without a doubt.
There's no reason for any BS.
Well, so I don't know if we had this discussion, but I did want to bring up this point too. And I don't know if you caught this on Kipper and Bourne, but Kipper was very adamant that Florida wanted him back. They offered him 2 years at $6 million, which is what they're paying Markstrom now. And that's what they were set on. They were happy to pay him that, but he wanted the extra year or some extra money. And they wouldn't budge, and that's why he left. Like, Florida did want him back. So
Right.
people can't just discard that he left or that they didn't want him anymore, and that's why he's here. It did become about money in the respect because of what they paid other older guys. He felt he deserved a certain amount of money or term. But Kipper was pretty adamant. Like, he made it very clear that Florida did not want him to leave. They just wouldn't go past that point. And now that's what they're paying Markstrom.
Marty in the chat can't wait for the first Leafs-Florida game. Let me tell you.
But so where are you at with Bobrovsky? I just want to go over this really quick.
Can I give you one more Bobrovsky quote and I'll answer your question? Because I want to stay on this for a second.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling by Monday, I don't know if these Bobrovsky quotes will be evergreen enough. Because normally I like to run the clips the next day. And Azo. Bobrovsky said this about age. Quote, "As you get older, you appreciate every day even more and more. So my approach is just to enjoy every day on the ice. It's a blessing to be a hockey player and play in the NHL, and it's a blessing to join this team. This is Toronto. It's the capital of hockey."
Love that. Love that.
Listen, some of these guys coming in, whether it's Gavin McKenna or like the oldest guy in Sergei Bobrovsky, I think they're speaking a language the fan base wants to hear.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up about Bobrovsky. You know what I love about it? No matter what team Florida put out there, he wanted to be between the pipes. He wanted to play all the time.
He did.
Whether they had an AHL thing down there, and that's why his numbers might have dipped. Now, to that point, he didn't face as many shots as like the Leafs goaltenders did. I think he was still mid to bottom on shots he faced, and he still had a down year.
Right.
So to me, it becomes all about Hiller's system and how many shots this guy's facing at his age. But then again, like the Leafs were comfortable in giving a guy his contract this because he works hard, he wants to be in there, and he'll play no matter what.
I buy that. Mario Steven in the chat, get these quotes into my veins from Bobrovsky.
I love it. Like, that's what you want. You want a guy who wants to be out there and steal a game.
Chris in the chat, Bob's got the spirit.
He does.
He's got the spirit. How about
He
you?
sure does. I love that.
And then Graceful Shutdown in the chat, those PR statements have that spirit. Hey, listen. There's been a lot of people in Toronto for a long time who have no clue about making a statement that good.
It's true.
The amount of idiocy that has come out of the Leafs room in terms of just wanting to say nothing, and Shanahan was partly to blame for letting that go,
Yep.
it's been nuts. Nuts. Let it fly. Chris in the chat. Gotta love Bob. Azo, I do have a theory, though, about the old goalie. Because again, Bobrovsky will be 38 by the start of the season. And I know there's a lot of people out there. I think generally Leaf fans as a whole. Hold on a second. Bobrovsky was asked about the number 72.
Oh, boy.
Gavin McKenna's number.
And his number.
Bobrovsky said this. He gave that number to me. He's a bright guy. He's got really positive energy, and I'm excited to watch him develop into a big superstar in this league.
Love it.
Breaking news.
He's going to be a star.
Bobrovsky's keeping 72. And Gavin McKenna is already a leader on this team.
No, he couldn't take that number, else it would look bad no matter.
I
Do you
just
see
thought
what's going around?
I just thought maybe Bobrovsky would give it to
No,
him.
but if McKenna puts that on, he looks bad no matter what.
No, even if Bobrovsky gives him the
Yes,
blessing.
without a doubt.
But
Without a
what if
doubt.
Bobrovsky said,
Anyways.
look, you're the future of this team.
Have you not seen what's going on online? Leafs Nation has already figured this out.
What are you talking about?
What McKenna's number is going to be. It has to be.
It has to be.
Has to be.
All right. Insider Azo, what's the number?
What's the ping pong ball? Number 12.
Has there not been Is there no 12 retired in Leafs history?
No. 72, 12? Why not? Come on, he's got to wear 12. That's what brought him to Toronto.
And instead of McKenna, it's DeLuca on the back of his jersey.
No,
If a Leaf,
he wears a patch for DeLuca.
if I see a Leaf fan in my life wearing a number 12 jersey with DeLuca on the back, I'm going to give them $20
no,
on the
it's
spot.
McKenna's number now. Has to be. I saw this and I'm like, why didn't I think about that? That's so smart.
It has to be 12.
Has to be 12.
And there's no one.
72 to 12.
It's been a long 3 weeks. There's no 12 currently on the Leafs roster.
Who cares? It's McKenna.
What do you mean? Who cares? You got to be respectful of somebody. Hold on, let me take a look. Is there a 12? Is there a 12?
It's not retired. I know that. It's not retired.
I'm not going about this the right way. Leafs
No,
roster.
no 12.
No 12? There's no 12.
No 12.
Is there a 12 with the Marlies? I'm kidding.
now
I
you're
don't care.
pushing.
I
Now
don't
you're
care.
pushing.
I don't care. I don't care.
How is it not 12?
It's got to be. It's 12.
Right? I'm so mad I didn't think of that myself.
Azo anoints 12.
Yep.
But 12 it's not like a superstar number 12.
Get out of here.
I don't
sure
know,
it
man.
is. Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Blair in the chat. Hey,
16's good enough for the city to like, of course.
hold on. Blair in the chat. Wait a second. 12 was Zach Aston Reese's number. Oh, Patrick Marleau wore 12? Then 100% give him 12.
Let's go.
That fraud, Patrick Marleau.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm everyone's dad. Give me a first-round pick to get rid of me. To Carolina. Shut up with the Patrick
And does it
Marleau.
look that much
Get
different
outta
than
here.
72?
Everyone thinks
Sorry?
Patrick Marleau hurt this franchise long-term. Didn't help it. Get out of here.
Does 12 look that much different than 72? Why wouldn't you go with
72 looks cool, man.
It does. It does.
Come
I agree
on.
with that.
72 is a way cool number. It's fantastic. It's like a KHL number.
Anyways,
some
I thought that was-
people in the chat say he's going to wear 16. I don't know why he would come up with that. 12 is an argument I will hear.
Right? Makes sense.
I will hear 12 for Gavin McKenna.
Yes. Damn.
I'll hear it. Sorry, my Bobrovsky theory.
Yeah.
So he's old. Guess who else inside the Toronto Maple Leafs organization loves old goalies? Matt Sundin.
Oh, yeah. Makes sense.
From 98 to 2002, his goalie was Curtis Joseph.
Right?
Not as old, but like a veteran established guy. From 2002 to 2006, who was his goalie? Ed Belfour.
Mm-hmm.
The lead advisor for the Toronto Maple Leafs loves him, zero questions in goal as to who the starter is. That's how Matt Sundin grew up in Toronto. I think that's what's going on here. I think Matt Sundin has had a big hand in ending the question marks around the goalies. I'm not saying he had anything personal with Joseph Wall or Anthony Stolarz, but the question marks were getting out of hand. You don't know when either guy's playing. But Bobrovsky's going to play. Is he going to play well? We'll find out together. But Matt Sundin's very used to stability in goal.
Right. Exactly.
And I think that's what's going on here. I think Sundin's had a huge hand in this. Huge.
So I didn't pull the Chayka quote that when they asked him about Bob on Kipper and Bourne last night. By the way, we do a better job promoting these other shows than maybe their networks do. But whatever.
No, but here, listen, hold on. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm a fan of shows.
Yeah, me too.
You're
Why
a
not?
fan of shows.
If it's a good interview, that was a really good interview. Both Kipper and Bourne did last night.
I'm not beholden to not mention anyone who does a
no.
good job in this market.
1,000%.
There's a ton of people who do great
Happy to
jobs
do
in this
it.
market.
Happy to do it.
Are you kidding?
Sure. So his quote was that he came in with a good goalie pipeline, but then said some good performances, but weren't sure what we were getting night to night. Higher veteran stability upside.
Sorry, one more time. That's Chayka on Bobrovsky?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that, please?
He said he came in with a good goalie pipeline and then, quote, some good performances, but weren't sure what we were getting night to night. Higher upside veteran ability with Bobrovsky. I like that.
I'm telling you, I think Sundin spearheaded that entire thing.
Yeah.
His history in this town, Sundin has not suffered goaltending fools in this city. There's been no questions who's in net. None. And I find it interesting that the first couple of months on the job, Sundin has brought in another very stable veteran hand in net. Because again, he's in there, right? He's in every meeting.
Yeah.
Let's not forget Sundin's there. Chayka said another thing in this Kipper and Bourne interview where I think he face murders 3 people within seconds.
Love it.
Did you pick it up when you heard
I
it?
caught one of it.
Oh my God.
I don't know if I caught all 3. I know I caught one.
Oh my God, this quote from Chayka. Of all the Chaykas I've heard, this is the best Chayka. So he brings up 2 things in this quote. So he's asked about like the depth and how do you kind of like your team right now. And in terms of all the guys that you brought in July 1st, it seems like they can do different things. And he says 2 things in this. First, he goes, we need depth up front. You just can't have 2 lines and expect to win.
That's the one I caught, yeah.
Which has been like the last 11 years in the city of Toronto. And then he mentions about how, you can't have your top offensive guys taking all the defensive faceoffs because it ruins them. And he destroys Berube. He destroys Berube, Dubas, and Shanahan within 10 seconds in this clip. It's great. Listen, maybe it's just me. Take a listen. See if you agree.
And you look at the mix, and I think we got about 6 centers, guys that have played up the middle or can play up the middle. And again, I think what I was, really hammering our group on is we always put up these lineups in June and look at them one way. And then, training camp, 1 guy goes down, and October, November, 3 guys go down, and what does that look like? And so we do feel like we have much better depth. Look, on the scoring front, I would say, everyone's got to contribute. It's the National Hockey League. It's not like we're going to just load up 2 lines. At the same time, when you do have a few special players, we do think we have those, not just good players, but guys that are elite offensively. I'd say you want to put them in positions to have success. I don't think it makes sense always starting them in the D zone or put them up against every team's top line all the time. They can do it. They love doing it. They're competitors. But when we're trying to get the most out of our offense, I'd say it's important. If you look at it historically, it's really hard to produce in some of those situations. So I think it's more about like an optimization problem, and how can we put guys, and again, in the chairs that they have had success in, and some of the guys we signed. They might have not scored 20 goals, but you put them in a D zone, you put them up against top competition, and they're going to make it a hard night for the other team. They're going to do a good job of exiting the zone, getting the puck transition to the other zone, and getting off. And there's a value to that.
Uber JN in the chat. Sid, it sounds like you're starting to like Chayka. Is this what's happening to me now?
Naz in the chat is, I'm going to Wendy's for lunch.
Feeding off that.
Yeah.
Man, people have been starving to hear some of that in this town. I'm telling you, Chayka annihilated the entire Dubas Shanahan thing with that line about loading up on the top 2 lines.
I agree.
Destroyed.
And I thought he was defending Berube when he said, you got to give a coach options. But then you're right. He says.
And then he murdered him on starting Matthews in the defensive zone all the time.
It's true. He
murdered him. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I heard that and I went.
Oh, man.
Because maybe the last 10 years weren't handled well in this town. I know. It's a shocking development for some of you.
Learn from it.
Shocking development for some of you who fought me at every turn on this. Jesus Christ, man.
I also noticed he said a couple of times that him and Hiller have been like talking about all these players and having these discussions together. I wondered if that was on purpose too, because we all knew that Treliving.
There were some silos last year.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. There were people working in their own space.
He said it a couple of times that him and Hiller have talked about this player, discussed this about these players. And, I think, I noticed that too.
I mean, evil Chayka coming back is an interesting turn for me. Anyway, I love that was my favorite quote of the interview.
That was.
I really enjoyed that. You can't just load up 2 lines like an idiot.
Very good.
Like they did for 10 years. Okay. Anything else on the Kipper and Bourne interview?
No.
Are you good?
No, again, just shout out to them because it was a great interview.
Very good interview. We have a bunch of things planned here, but if we pace this properly, Hazo, aka if I hurry up, I think we can get to all of this.
Hurry up, man.
I know.
Especially because you're looking so good.
Thank you. I had some.
I just didn't know if you wanted to get it in now.
I had a guy. I will get that in now. Actually, I had a guy 3 rows back from me say to me, "Sid, you look good," and I said, "I know." Thank you.
You wink at you when you said it?
He may have, and may have finger gunned. Clothing for today's show provided by Ed's Fine Imports, Markham, Ontario's #1 clothing store for the last 20 years. Formal, casual, they've got you covered. Brands like Psycho Bunny, Blue Industry, Page Jeans, Novus, Gitch, Bugatti, Paul Batenley, 7 Downey Street, Tommy Bahama, and so much more. Ed's Fine Imports, just north of McCowan in the 407. Go to the store in person or go to edsfineimports.com online. Tell them Sid sent you and get 15% off your first purchase and a firm handshake. Ed's Fine Imports. So a bunch of the newer Leafs spoke via Zoom yesterday. Like everybody. The one that stood out to me was Jack Roslovic. How much of Jack Roslovic did you hear?
A bit of it, not much. I just saw some of the ones going out that went out socially.
So Roslovic's the guy. He got a late start to a season in Edmonton last year. He scored a decent amount of goals for them, but he was bad in the playoffs, and it never felt the way it should. So Roslovic was signed by the Leafs. He can play a little center. He can play a little wing. The other thing that's appealing for the Maple Leafs is Roslovic and Austin Matthews go way back to their days with the U.S. development camp, and like when they were kids. So Roslovic and Matthews do have a relationship here, and yesterday Roslovic was asked to describe what that relationship is like. Here's what he said.
I just wonder if you can delve a little bit into your relationship with Austin Matthews. I know you played together. How much do you know each other, and how much do you keep in touch with each other, and how much you're looking forward to playing with him, maybe?
Yeah, stoked. It's going to be awesome. Really familiar with his game. Really familiar with the person and who he is as a guy and as a leader. And I've seen him grow in a lot of ways and been able to be on his journey a little bit from the outside, but. Every time we get the chance to be able to talk, it's always been picking up the phone has been super easy, and just feels like we left off where we started. So really excited to be a teammate of his, work with him every day like we did a couple of years ago, and be able to have a seamless transition with him.
Graceful shutdown in the chat. You don't know Jack Roslovic. Clearly, they go back a long way. Clearly, Roslovic is fond of 34. The other part of Roslovic's comments yesterday was he was asked, do you have any kind of interesting stories from the U.S. development camp back in the day? Mm-hmm. And Roslovic brought up a story that doesn't get brought up a lot here in Toronto. But in 2013, Austin Matthews suffered a broken femur, as a kid. That'll ruin a lot of careers.
Oh, yeah.
And Roslovic was there to witness the incident and the recovery, and they were teenagers. And Roslovic yesterday kind of walked you through what it was like to watch Matthews recover from that. And here's what he said.
Stories. Yeah, there's a lot of good stories. The one that I think, really shot to mind is, the year that he had that brutal injury in his first year, and just watching his work ethic and his drive when missing a whole season, it was impressive. It was admirable. He wasn't even playing, and we knew how good he was going to be just because of the way he handled himself in that situation. And that was one big thing that always stuck with me. So it's an honor to be back there and being able to play with him. That's the one thing that I think is a great leadership quality, and is something you want to be around.
Mr. Nicholas in the chat. I wanted Roslovic a year ago.
I saw that. Yeah.
So did the Leafs.
Yeah. So you think this guarantees him on the top line with Matthews? With Austin?
I think he's going to get looks for sure. Would you fight that notion that he's going to get looks?
Again, I'm just trying to figure out
or do we
what
still
that line
live
is.
in a world where Nylander plays with Tavares?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
what are we doing?
See, so to me, it comes down to I think you got to split up Nyes and Tavares if Nyes is still here, which now I'm expecting him to be.
Yeah, Nyes
like
and-
Nyes has to come to camp now, right? Because you were trading him for something more for the future to
Listen,
get into that top 10.
We've talked a lot about Matthew Nyes. In fairness to Matthew Nyes, no one has had any type of reporting to suggest he wouldn't be at camp.
Right.
Now, we've all seen the reporting that would suggest Nyes has some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess I shouldn't buy a house in the GTA?
Yeah.
Stay in my condo? Like, what are we doing here?
But again, have they kept them privy to all this? Like, if they could have traded back into the top 6, 7, like that, I understand.
I'm under the impression the way they operated last year, there wasn't a lot of privy.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That Matthew Nyes was being kept in.
Yeah. But see, to me, you can't have Nyes and Tavares on the same line. They have to be split up, which means Nyes will be on the top line with Matthews. And then who's the other one?
McKenna.
You need a playmaker. So
I
would
still
agree.
say McKenna's
Or do you
perfect
start
for him.
Roslovic there and then eventually move McKenna up? Like you got to get him. You got to give him some time to.
But
get
to be fair,
comfortable.
I don't. I know I've been kind of hard on Tavares on the show. I don't hate McKenna with Tavares.
Yeah, to start. Cowan, I thought Cowan last year made Tavares look good. So maybe having some
I'm fine
youth
with that
on
too.
this line,
Yeah.
like, and just to get him going, and then you can move him up.
And
then I wondered if they try and put Willie and Matthews together too.
Howard in the chat. How about this for an idea? Move Morgan Riley to the wing.
I saw somebody. Maybe Morgan should try forward. It's hilarious.
The
But he can't skate.
The problem is between Tavares and Riley, you have two guys you might want to move to the wing.
Who wins in that race?
Oh my God. It's a week-long race. It's like the 24 hours of Le Mans. It's a long ass race. But in terms of back to the Matthews thing, just when he broke his femur when he was a kid, there's been some adversity there for Austin Matthews professionally. And he's gone through it and been a Hart Trophy winner. It's pretty interesting story.
When he played overseas, like before he got drafted and he hurt his back, like he's dealt with a lot.
Christopher in the chat, Nyes will be fine. I don't know. Do you think Nyes will be fine?
Yeah, I think he's a pro. He loves being here. Just
I think
how
he's a
much
pro
they are-
too, but this is a lot for a young kid. It's a lot.
He might come in more motivated, show what he is. Because
He-
last
maybe.
year we lost sight of what this
Maybe.
kid could be.
He
and
might.
why they locked him up. But he loves being in Toronto, which is why you hate all this, and you hope he is still happy.
Yeah.
Because he has totally embraced being in this market and being a part of it. To your point, for American guys to do that is awesome. Riley is Varsho. Time to move on from Chill.
Why is Varsho catching strays in
No,
this?
he's been awful, dude.
He has been, but like
I say you don't even play. Like, man,
You
he's a platoon guy.
you
now,
would sit
maybe.
Varsho?
Hell yeah.
They don't have anyone, but they have no bats.
Okay, we'll get into this
We will, I think.
if we have time. He's been awful.
Anyway, sorry, my main point on Roslovic is, boy, is he excited to be here. Which begs the question, why the hell wasn't he here a year ago?
Yeah.
He fired his agent last offseason. I want to reiterate that. It was not handled well. Because again, the Leafs were in a situation that they're always in where they didn't have a ton of money on July the 1st by the end of it to make the move on Roslovic. Like they were counting pennies.
Right.
So
Again.
the Leafs wanted it, but it wasn't to Roslovic's liking. Anyway, I just think it was a year wasted for Roslovic that he couldn't afford personally.
Yeah.
But now, if he's thrown on 34's wing potentially,
He's a hard worker. Like I think the fans will like him. Goes through some droughts, but whatever.
Snackatoba in the chat. Varsho at least plays D.
Well, it's been a step down this year.
No, just running into walls.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
His D hasn't been that good this year.
By the way, Jakub Dobiš.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all talking, obviously we talk a lot of Leafs on the show and other hockey stories, and we've talked a lot of Zach Werenski and whatever, and Darnell Nurse.
Your boy Dobiš, right there. Look at
Jakub
that.
Dobiš, 3-year contract yesterday, 5.3 AAV.
Crazy, dude.
Who the hell do the Montreal Canadiens think they are, man?
Disgusting. It's so gross.
Hey, Tony Marinaro, slow down, man. Leave some for the rest of the hockey teams. Sick media, slow down. Leave some for the rest. That's another great contract.
I know.
By the way, Dobiš is...
Habs fans are getting greedy, though. I have one on my softball team, or his dad, and he was there on when I played this week. I'm like, that Demidov deal, man, that looks pretty good.
That Demidov deal is
I
disgusting.
know. It's true.
Dobiš is...
And the guy goes, well, we still got work to do. We still need... And he
They
starts
do.
going on a list. And I'm like, okay, but
They do.
enjoy what you have. You have all these guys locked up for the next 7 to 8 years.
Jakub Dobiš is 25, eh?
Yeah.
I thought he was a little younger than that.
Fowler's there, too. You think it was smart signing his...
Oh, they got Fowler locked up. They don't have to worry about him.
Yeah.
His RFA season's 28, 29.
No, but is that why Dobiš signed us now? And was like...
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I thought Dobiš was a shade younger than that. He's 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your boy, right? Look at this.
Oh, look at the poll for the listening audience. Demidov, Jakub Dobiš in Portuguese jerseys at the Colombia-Portugal game in Miami.
Big game to go to. Got
Muy
dressed up.
caliente.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I hated that Portugal jersey last night. Hated it.
Of course you would.
Give me the maroon, red, whatever you want to call it, any day of the week. God, did I hate those jerseys. I'll take the result.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll take the result.
By the way, Canada wearing the black jerseys again tomorrow?
I'm not mad at it because they never lose in those.
They're 2-0.
They never lose.
They're 2-0.
Again, to see Canada in red once in a World Cup at home
It's pretty
is
crazy.
an asinine thought to
I
me.
agree.
But,
I agree.
Tiff in the chat. It sure seems like Jeff Gorton has the spirit in Montreal. Yep. Oh, here's stat of the day. Chingus. Dobiš is 13 years younger than Bobrovsky.
Crazy.
That is a factually correct statement. Oh, this one was interesting to me. So, reportedly, I believe this was Pagnotta, David Pagnotta.
Okay.
So Darnell Nurse, we all know, went to San Jose. Reportedly, Pagnotta. So forgive me. Yeah, it's fourth period. Pagnotta's reporting that the Bruins and Oilers had a deal.
Wow.
Where Darnell Nurse would have gone to Boston. The problem was there was a player going to Edmonton who vetoed it because of their trade protection.
No way.
And the rumor is it's Nikita Zadorov,
Damn.
a former Flame.
Yeah.
But like, my question to you, Azzo, is when's the last time you heard of a player say, I don't want to play with McDavid and Draisaitl?
Two of the best players on the planet? It's a very interesting point.
Even, like, let's say, you can keep Zadorov out of it. Like, let's say it's any player. If this reporting is accurate, and Pagnotta's been on a bit of a run lately.
Yeah.
Like, we're now living in a world where players don't want to play with McDavid and Draisaitl? Why is that?
Huh. Interesting. Huh?
Why is that?
Could be the new coach.
Because the NWO walked in with toothpicks, and they're the bad guy now with Mike Babcock? And all of a sudden, maybe players are noticing that? Good luck dealing with that, Stan Bowman.
Or you got to be there and go there and be the savior, be the guy who works and does everything.
Luigi in the chat, the Babcock effect. I just can't remember the last time I've heard insinuated by any insider someone did not want to play in Edmonton right now.
Fiender's in the chat. Maybe he's got some stuff on his phone. Actually,
Some stuff on his phone.
oh man, that's really good.
I just thought that was a very interesting note from
Yeah.
David Pagnotta.
It sure is.
Very interesting note.
People are saying the Canadian media. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
That's
The
not
Canadian media hired Mike Babcock. That's what they did. Mike Babcock's
no,
gone.
saying that's why he doesn't want to go there.
No, I don't think that's it at all,
I don't
actually.
think so either.
He's dealt with the Canadian media before in
Exactly.
multiple cities. I don't think that's it. I think there's something else going on here.
I tend to agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
I get in trouble
Get
when I
outta
do
here.
that.
Swifting in the chat. Hey, Sid, it's demigod. It's actually Demidov. I am not entitled to call anyone by your nickname. That's not how this works.
Especially as a fan.
Yes. I'm not doing that. Lord Crota in the chat. I feel like we're greatly undervaluing Morgan Riley. I don't. And by the way, the league isn't either.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The league isn't either. Do you know how many trades have happened in the league in the last 3 weeks? Like, if we had to actually count the trades in the National Hockey League, staggering over the last 3 weeks. Morgan Riley? Nothing.
Yeah, but then again, it just gets complicated because of the no movement and his agreement and what his list is.
You can always
and-
expand them.
No,
you can
no, and
always
that's-
expand them.
That's exactly what I think they're waiting for. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, I mean, we'll see.
Yep.
So Kyle Lowry's going to retire a Raptor.
Apparently.
Michael
sir.
Michael Grange put out the report that Kyle Lowry next Tuesday is going to sign a one-day contract and, as he should, retire a Raptor. Kyle apparently got very angry with this reporting.
He did not like it.
What was the exact? Could you pull up the tweet from Kyle
hang on
Lowry?
Give me one sec. I did pull it.
Making
I
an
forgot to
unnecessary mountain out of a molehill on this? Like a really nice moment, and all of a sudden now it's beef?
look. That's what he put up.
For the listening audience, this is on Kyle Lowry's Instagram. Are these stories?
Stories, yeah.
Wait for the word to come from me, not someone else. Shake my head. All right. Well, there goes that nice moment.
Like, what? Is that really breaking? Why would he have to
So
break
when
it?
Michael Grange is right, and they put out and the Raptors put out the press release next Tuesday, does everyone owe Grange an apology?
Yeah.
This is the part of this where it does irk me a little bit. I think Grange is probably correct, but no one's going to turn around. And I know Raptor fans feel a certain way about Grange after
Right
the
now.
Scotty Barnes
Yeah.
All
Voting.
NBA voting. But Mike's been doing this a long time.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure he has sources that know.
Yeah, somebody gave that to him without a doubt from inside.
Because it's like a happy thing. It's
It
not some
is.
negative thing.
That's why people were celebrating that he's going to do that. I don't understand why you have to be
And now
angry.
Raptor fans are all angry at Grange for brick. Like,
Well, because
guys,
Kyle said it. Yeah, Kyle said to be angry. No kidding.
calm down.
So, but
Everybody calm down.
did you have the first thought I did too, though? Is this the same day they introduced Kawhi back? Or no, but that can't become official.
I don't
until when?
think you should. If I'm Kyle, I don't want that. If you're gonna make the day about Kyle, why the hell am I sharing it with a guy who's gonna
'cause
say
you-
3 words?
Because you relive 2019 and take some
No,
of the heat off that.
I'm sorry.
I hope not. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Though.
Now, hold on. If you sign DeMar after he gets bought out, and you want to have a press conference with Kyle and DeMar together,
I agree with that.
that's a different story to me.
Yeah.
Kawhi, are you kidding? I don't think there'll be a press release or like a press conference. The Raptors will press release it. I still don't know what Kawhi Leonard's motivations are with this. I have no idea.
A lot of people have
None.
those questions. Right.
He could have got paid by any other city. Like, what are his actual motivations here with the Raptors? I have no idea. He likes Alex McKechnie that much? Really? Are you that naive? Really? That sets the dominoes falling. But I'm all for DeMar re-signing with the Raptors and doing that press conference with Kyle. All for it.
Again, no. What's Kawhi's legacy here in Toronto already? That he brought them a championship. So is this a place just to try and expand on that? Is that why he's coming here? So one place he can come and build off an a good legacy that he has already. Whereas in other markets, he has such a bad legacy of like ruining their teams or just demanding things.
Okay, well, I'm glad you brought that up because, like, in my opinion, Kawhi's legacy in Toronto is the greatest of all legacies because there was never a negative.
Well, except the way he left.
Okay,
not
but
running it
I'm
back.
talking on the court legacy.
Yeah.
He could give you nothing more than he gave you.
Right.
He came in, home run, thank you, left.
And that's what I'm saying, though. So he's coming back to build more off that. He wants to show you.
But
again.
my point is, how do you build off? You've won a title in 1 year.
You win 2.
You think he's going to win 2 titles in 2
Maybe,
years?
Well, you can try.
You
He
think
can give you everything?
My
you can.
point.
Not 2 and 2. Or
no, but
2
you know
and
where
4.
you know where I'm going with this. There's the only probable way his legacy goes on the court in this city is down, because he's 35. He walks in, wins a title, leaves. How do you improve that?
You
That's a
come back and win
crazy
a
improvement.
second.
Of course, you win a second. Yes, with Jakob Poeltl as your center. Yes, of course.
Hey, maybe they're not done yet.
I hope they're not done.
I know they can't be.
I hope they're not done. Chris Betty, he loves the ocean view from his condo. Kawhi, yeah, that's it, the ocean view. That's good recall there. Okay, so let's play Where's LeBron Going Today?
Oof.
I think it's nuts if LeBron doesn't go to the Knicks.
The Knicks.
I think the Knicks and LeBron need each other.
Yeah.
The Knicks, any good championship
They
team,
got such good vibes. You ruined that.
any good championship team adds new blood. The smart ones always add new blood. And I think LeBron would. LeBron and MSG.
Boy, it'd be crazy.
Come on, man.
But they
It's
got
perfect.
such good vibes going on. Will LeBron add to that?
Maybe they want better vibes. You know what's better? You know what's better than 1 title for your legacy? 2, as
Not
you
2,
just told me.
not
3, not 4.
Did you hear Shams on Get Up this morning?
What do you say?
So the Warriors now aren't the favorites, are no longer viewed as the top suitor for LeBron James unless they're able to pull off acquiring Anthony Davis first, which is crazy.
Enough with the Anthony Davis.
I know.
Can we stop with the Anthony Davis? Anthony Davis doesn't care what you want. He does not care.
Right, agreed. And why? Anyway. And then Shams went on to give 3 teams that are currently ahead of Golden State as the most likely LeBron destinations.
Can I guess?
Yep.
Cleveland,
Correct? Check.
New York,
No,
not New York,
not New York.
Philadelphia.
Yes, correct.
Is Denver on that list?
No. Come
Okay,
on.
what is it?
Giannis.
What do you mean? Come
Miami.
on. Yeah, I should have said Miami.
Yeah, Miami. I thought you'd get this.
I should have said Miami.
So Cavaliers, Heat, and Sixers are currently ahead of Golden State as the more likely LeBron destinations.
I wasn't that excited about the first Miami run.
Yeah.
It was profitable for him, won a couple of titles, but like it was very contrived and predictable how it was going to happen.
I can't believe they have to get Anthony Davis for him to go to Golden
What is
State.
with the Anthony Davis
I don't know.
fascination?
I don't get
Anthony Davis hasn't come close to winning a title outside of the bubble
Yeah.
in his life.
I don't get that at all.
Oh, I don't get that at all. Oh, this sent a shiver up my spine. Now awake in the chat. Kawhi is another Tavares.
Oh my God. Wait, what? How? No.
I don't know how it makes sense, but it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does. It makes
that
sense.
doesn't make sense at all.
Complete sense. It makes complete sense. They're both good at face-offs.
But now it's seeming more likely LeBron's back in the East. What does that mean? That sucks.
Well, I just see. This is why I wanted to hit the brakes on the Raptors are now these contenders in the East. Philly just got better. I don't know what Boston got. Philly got better. Miami obviously got better.
If LeBron comes back to the East, there's no way DeMar's coming.
No, DeMar can't. If I'm DeMar, I don't do that.
Right? It's true. Damn it, LeBron.
If LeBron comes back to the East, Kyle does not retire a Raptor. He doesn't even sign that contract.
That's why I said,
they
hey,
both stay out of the East.
Wait for me to tell you.
Yes.
Let's see what happens with LeBron.
Kyle retires a Utah Jazz. Grumpy old man in the chat. LeBron loved Miami. Yeah, and then he didn't. Andrew in the chat. Bobrovsky just confirmed he will be wearing 72 for the Leafs. Yes. Azzo confirmed it earlier in the show.
I did. Yesterday, actually, but whatever.
No, you didn't. You jerk face.
Well, I told you McKenna said he could have it.
Oh, no. Yeah, he said it. Yeah. Howard in the chat. LeBron, a center for the Raptors. I like it.
Yeah, really.
I love it.
It's the best option.
I love it. LeBron can give you, 28 minutes, and then Pirtle gives you the other 20. Done. That's your center situation. Some breaking wrestling and hockey news simultaneously here, Azza. Jushin in the chat. WWE superstar Seth Rollins says he wants to see Alex Ovechkin get 1,000 goals.
He's filling in for Rich Eisen, huh?
Sorry, that's what's happening?
He was. He did yesterday, I believe.
Seth Rollins is filling in.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Seth Rollins is dying to do
lineup,
sports talk in his life.
Yeah, he is.
Dying.
But he's good at it, man. He knows
How many times does Adam Rank of Sick Media have him on his Chicago Bears podcast? Like a lot.
I haven't even noticed that, really. He'll do everything.
A lot.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anything else on the Raps?
No.
Any other basketball stuff?
No, I'm good. Just wanted to bring up the Shams thing with those 3 teams. I think we're good.
By the way, did you see the Jaylen Brown quote?
Yes.
So there's reporting, because now the Celtics are leaking a bunch of stuff on Jaylen Brown after trading him to Philly about how bad he was. And one of them was Jaylen Brown always thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Jaylen Brown on his podcast had someone bring that up to him, and Jaylen Brown said, quote, the bar in professional sports is pretty low on that. Jaylen Brown went to Cal, man. Don't mess with Jaylen Brown.
Did you see he went
Don't mess with him.
Apparently he said he tried to get back into the facility, go get some stuff, and his key card didn't work.
Was he kidding about that, or was he
I don't
serious?
know. I took it as kind of serious. He said some stuff.
Oh,
He says a lot
I've
of
seen
stuff.
firsthand how quick the key card can end.
Mm-hmm.
That's a quick. You want to see a corporation get their ish together? Get the key card situation straight.
Right? That
I've
sends a
seen that
message
before.
quick.
I've seen that before. 9 years to get a parking spot straight, but no, the key card, we got it. Okay, so that's the basketball story for now. The Jays are in Seattle, so Toronto West tonight. First matchup since the ALCS between the Mariners and the Jays this evening.
Yeah.
Dylan Cease and Luis Castillo will be throwing 6 walks each in that game, I would anticipate.
Matchup, though, stop it.
A lot of control issues in that matchup.
Oh, my goodness.
A lot of control issues. Well, it's true. They both throw a lot of balls.
Sorry?
What?
What?
But the story that everyone's still kind of talking about in Toronto revolves around quotes that Vladdy gave to the media on I want to say Canada Day, right?
Yeah.
It was Canada Day.
Yeah, he talked to Shai and Schulman, I believe. Dan Schulman.
And it was Shai and Dan. And Vladdy talked about like how many swings a day he's putting in the cage just to kind of get out of this horrific slump he's in. 1 home run in May, 1 home run in June, and July just started. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say it's 4, which would make him Babe Ruth the way he's been going. So Vladdy said this in terms of how many swings he's been taking. Quote, a lot. like 300 swings a day before games, after games, probably like 100. I have to get better, and sitting here in the clubhouse, I'm not going to get better. I have to take a lot of swings. End quote. As that sounds like a lot of swings a day.
It is. It is.
So what's the point of this if clearly it's not working?
It's for him to tell you he's working hard and trying to get out of it. But again, you know what I thought of right away is baseball's not the sport where you try harder, it always works, right? Like the first thing I recalled was that clip we played from the Rays hitting coach, where he says where Junior Caminero goes into the cage, and sometimes if he's swinging too hard or doing stuff, he pulls him out and tells him to slow down a bit. You know what Junior Caminero is doing? For yesterday, it's 6 home runs in 6 games. Like, that doesn't always work. Just swinging your hardest every time you're in the cage and just taking 300 swings.
But to be fair, Junior Caminero, like, going back 3 years, has been a better home run hitter than Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh, yeah. But
just listen, there's some people that don't watch the Rays as much as maybe you or I, but I just want to say.
Maybe it comes down to more coaching. Like, you can't just tell this guy, go get yourself out of it. Take 300 extra swings a day. That's ludicrous.
Is he telling himself that, or tell me David Popkins is not telling him that?
I hope
the hitting
not.
Coach.
But somebody has to step in again. Somebody be the adult. Sit this guy down.
So let me ask you something.
That's what I'm saying. Their hitting coach tells Junior, get out of the cage. You're swinging too hard. You're doing too much. Take a step back. That's what somebody needs to do with this guy.
Andrew in the chat, Vladdy's 27. He shouldn't need time off. This is insane. Okay. I mean, we're not really talking about time off, like time in the cage.
Yes.
If anything, like the point we're making here is he's probably like if you
he's overworking.
If you take 300 swings before the game, are you not spent?
Of course.
Okay, so who would you like to step up in the dugout to tell him not to do this?
Schneider or Popkins have to.
You would think. Yes, I'm with you 100% on this.
But so this is what drove me nuts on Canada Day too. His first at bat was a really good at bat. He hit that ball for the double, hustled his ass to get to second. It was really great. Then the next at bat looked completely different. And then that made me think, like, is he tired by that time if he took 300 swings before? And then he had a pretty good at bat later on in the game where I think like 9, 8, 10 pitches and it didn't work out. He didn't get a hit.
Right.
But it looked like a good at bat, like his approach. But are there times where he's just exhausted? Like, you can't tell me his back was sore. He made some awesome defensive plays
he was all over
in
the
that
place.
game too.
He was all over the place defensively in that game.
I don't understand it. Again, baseball's not the sport where you work harder and it shows results. You just got to figure it out. And you got to get your approach right. Like, 300 swings doesn't seem it's going to solve anything, especially when every at-bat looks so different.
It sounds like a lot of swings.
It's a lot of swings. And if you got no wonder your back tightened up or whatever, because you shouldn't be taking that many swings. And especially if it has you pulled from a game, the number of swings you're taking before, because all of a sudden your back's tight. Yeah, that's a problem, dude.
And the other part of that article was, I skimmed some of the quotes. Vladdy insinuated his oblique is acting up. Guys, if his oblique goes down, he's gone for, not gone physically for the year, but forget 20 home runs.
Yeah.
Like an oblique injury for a hitter is, you might as well kick a guy in his knee. Like, it's not happening. Like, that sounded, I guess what I'm trying to say is the messaging from the Jays has not been right for a long time on a lot of things. And I'm wondering, like, who's running the show?
Exactly.
Like, who's really in charge of this? Because no way, A, he shouldn't be swinging this much before a game. B, why are you letting that out that you're doing that?
Okay, he's trying to tell you.
He's trying, but again, it's not like from an intelligent spot.
Well, he wants you to know he's disappointed in himself too.
Then stop messing around with the Gatorade thing at the end of the game all the time. You idiot.
He knows he needs to be better.
No, but I know you're not serious. I know you're not serious by other things. It's not even the home runs.
That's fair too. It's fair too.
I can tell you're not serious.
Like somebody says, explain what figure it out means, Azo. What I'm saying is when you take 300 swings, you're not fixing anything because you're getting fatigued. Your swing's going to change. What's working for you? What's not working for you? What's your approach? If you're swinging at 300 balls at one, like taking 300 swings, you can't tell me your mechanics are the same and all that, and you're working on something specific. You're just trying to see ball and hit ball as hard as you can. Right? Like you can't work on something 300 times in a row. You're going to get mentally tired. You're going to get physically tired.
100%.
Like you're not
100%.
fixing anything. You're just trying to see the ball and hit the ball and just taking swings to take swings. Again, baseball isn't the thing where the harder you work, the better, the more you see it in results. You got to fix your approach. You got to fix your mechanics. That's the stuff you got to win. And sometimes that's done better in a smaller sample than in a larger one. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's crazy to me.
But whatever happened to the days of like when a team wasn't doing well, like the manager would just cancel BP?
Yeah. Or again, just a full day off.
You know what I mean?
Off. That's what I'm saying. Get
Like-
your mind right, because obviously it's affecting his mental now too.
Just kind of just reset everything.
By the way, did you see the big post he put out to Bo and how good it was seeing him
Oh,
on
Vladdy.
social?
Will they also honor Bo tonight in Seattle?
He gets acknowledged again.
I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if they honored him again at Rogers Center last night with no game there. I need 13 more acknowledgements of Bo Bichette in this town.
God, stop it.
Come on, Azzo. It was
He
after
spent a lot of time
after a
there.
while. It was kind of like, all right.
Those are different
Come on,
fans. Not
man.
the same fans go to every game.
A lot
It's
of them.
not like
a lot of them do though.
Nah,
you
stop
know, a
it.
lot of them do.
It was Canada Day. People go out for that
Come
game.
on,
People buy their
man.
tickets for that a lot. It was the last
Please.
game of the series.
Tim Langton, please welcome back for the 30th time.
And it's 30th
Bo
at bat.
Bichette.
I just found it very. Vladdy
Come
put out a
on,
huge
man.
post for it.
Well, that's fine, man. You know, listen, of all the things I've seen
No,
from
but I
Vladdy
think he
this
missed
year,
it.
I'm fine with that.
And did you hear Springer's
I'm
quote
fine.
on him about how important he was to that locker room while he was here? I'm telling you, man, something there.
He just never, like, again, maybe there's a bunch of stuff we didn't see. And obviously
I think
that's
there
the
was.
case.
Yes.
But the impression I always got from Bo was like borderline adversarial. Like he was that quiet.
Yeah.
Like a passive aggressive, not passive aggressive, but just passive to the point where it's like, I don't want to be here. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I take that as, okay, that is part of your personality.
Just let me go out and do my job.
Just let me and leave me alone. And to me, the way I think, maybe I'm incorrect in how I think about this, but when I see players like that, I'm like, okay, well, you're like that in the clubhouse too. Like I think what we saw from the Leafs in front of the media for a long time was what was going on in that room.
Oh yeah.
A lot of odd passivity,
Yep.
and eventually it would bleed out onto the ice, like with Radko Gudas.
Or we heard.
No
as
one's
soon
doing
as
anything.
practice is done, just go home.
My kingdom for John Tavares being on the ice for that Austin Matthews incident, he would have done the exact same thing.
Oh yeah.
He was the king of it.
Given who was out
King of
there,
it.
of course.
King of it. How many home runs does Vladdy have this month? He had one in May. He had one in June.
With the All-Star break and everything.
With the All-Star break. Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt with the All-Star break. How many home runs has Vladdy hit in July? We're in July.
Are they going to IL him around the All-Star break? Have you seen how angry American fans are that so many Jays are in the top vote getting for this thing again?
I don't care.
And it's a whole country voting for this team, and this can't happen. You can't let this happen. Ben Rice deserves it over Vladdy, which is true.
Tiff in the chat, 3 home runs this month. Andrew, 5 at the most. Nick, 1. Chris, I say 2.
7, he gets it going from M. Pierce.
Howard in the chat. He has at least 2 extra base hits this month. See, we're all like kidding, but we're not.
That's what history shows. I don't know. Because that's the other thing in that article, right? He says maybe he didn't prepare himself properly in the offseason or alluded to
No,
that.
but like what?
But that's crazy because he went to the WBC.
He
And
looked
here's the other
amazing.
thing.
He looked amazing at the WBC.
And in the world, yeah.
Yes.
And it's a shorter offseason because of the run they went on. But yeah, I don't know. Like, again, I think he's trying to get his mental head right more than anything. There's a lot of things going on up there. And just to think 300 extra swings or whatever is going to fix it, it's ludicrous to me. And now somebody doesn't say, no, stop it. Like, that's insane. That's even crazier.
Azzo, I don't tweet much, but I'm going to get a picture of Alex DeLuca pulling up a 12,
Okay.
and then I'm going to credit you for this idea.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I saw it on socials. I know.
Oh, so it's floating?
Yeah, it's floating.
Oh,
Leaf fans
okay.
are Leaf fans
Then
are
I'm not-
already
I'm not
on
gonna
it.
throw it out there.
I
I
think
thought-
they threw it out on Kipper and Bourne last night that Leafs
Oh, okay.
Nation was doing this. Yeah, it's not for me. But
That's a great idea.
it's an awesome idea.
I think it's a really good
Leafs
idea.
Nation figures it out. Like their fans are on it, and it's smart. I know. I was so mad I didn't think of it yesterday.
12
I should have
12
thought
makes
of it
a lot
right
of
away.
sense.
It
It
makes
does.
a ton of sense. No,
A lot of
Leaf fans are on this, man. They nailed it. When I heard it, like I said, I was upset I didn't come up with it. I mean, I'll take credit for it, like Bobrovsky signing here, but whatever.
You did. Yes, you found the photo. Quickly, we're almost done here. Canada, Morocco tomorrow.
Which we'll be here live for.
Streaming, 1 p.m. Eastern, as on myself here on YouTube, Facebook, and X. I think Canada's got a shot. Call me crazy. Call me crazy.
Little revenge game.
If Moise Bombito's on the field defending with that speed, and they'll need it, Canada just need avoid the big mistake.
Yep.
Their margin for error is slim. Let's be honest here. Slim. I'm not writing off their chances. I'm not. I think Morocco is going to be way tired tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, it's an indoor environment in Houston. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But that took a lot out of them potentially on Monday night against the Netherlands. And I think Canada might be able to capitalize a little bit.
Just go get that first goal.
Yeah.
I wonder if Kyle plays, Kyle Larin, if it's an angry Kyle Larin who's out there. We'll see.
Can I want to play one clip before we go. And you all know how we feel about Christian Jack of TSN and One Soccer. He's one of the best. I love KJ. And soccer availability in Europe and compared to North America is very different. Like, it's tough to get players. Sometimes you get one player a week over in Europe, and you get the manager maybe twice a week before and after a game. That's it. So like the rules of engagement are different. But like Canada, Canada's hosting a World Cup here, and from everything I'm hearing is if you're not TSN, you're not getting a ton of access to players. Which, by the way, was the exact same situation in Qatar. I've heard from a lot of people, not just one, a lot of people, the way Canada Soccer handled media relations in Qatar was a joke. Now, a lot of you might say, who cares? Okay, if that's your stance, fine. But I think there is value in this country, if you're Canada Soccer, to trying to get some stories out there of your people. And there are a lot of journalists who would like to do that, but right now they're kind of running into some roadblocks. A few days ago, Christian Jack for One Soccer does a great daily wrap where he grabs whatever audio he's allowed to get and kind of surrounds it with other things. Now, I want to preface this clip by saying KJ, right before he says this, ran a clip of Jesse Marsch getting his back up about formations, saying that it's kind of ridiculous and dumb and naive for people to think he's going to play once against Morocco. You're dead. They're that fast. So Jesse Marsch got his back up very quickly on that earlier this week. So the first part of this from KJ is referring to that answer. I mean, to hell with it, Az. Let's run them both. Do you want to run them both? Sure. Let's do this quickly. This is Jesse Marsch talking about whether or not Canada's still going to play that pressing style against a very fast Morocco team.
Look, we won't change our identity, but you use tactical nuances to think about how to manage each opponent. So that's anyone who watches us, you know, people love to say we always play a 4-2-2-2. Well, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes we play 4-3-3 when we press. Sometimes we play 4-2-3-1 or asymmetric in certain ways. With the ball, sometimes we build with 3 in the back. Sometimes we build with 4. So it's silly for people to try to put us in a box in one way or another, or it's foolish because they're not really watching what we're doing. We're always using the principles that we've built into the team and then using tactics to think about how to manipulate what we want a match plan to look like so we can get the best out of our team and try to manipulate the opponent. So we will do the same again this time.
I've never seen him with Canada run 3 center backs in a 3-5 formation. Like there's certain parts of that I completely disagree with. The gist of the whole thing is, are you going to press on Ashraf Hakimi or not tomorrow? Because if you do, with Liam Miller, you're going to get destroyed. That's the point. So coming off that clip, Christian Jack said this.
Else is a little foolish. We had 3 full days here now since Canada's greatest ever win in the history of this program in the men's game, and we've had 1 player speak on camera in 3 full days. So anyone being put in a box, it's the media. It's not really about me. It's more about everybody else here as well. Some fantastic journalists internationally here to cover this team. And so far, we've had very little to do. Just talking to 1 player in 3 days doesn't really seem sufficient enough for me. But that's my point, an argument about this as well. Canada have never needed more stories around their players. It is free agent frenzy day in Canada, a massive moment within the NHL, and of course, NBA free agency as well. A lot of reasons to talk about other sports. We're doing our best here to continue to make Canada's soccer the one sport that everybody else is talking about during a World Cup.
The one thing I know about KJ is, like, what he said in that clip, he means. He doesn't want to make it about him. But, like, there is a point here that a lot of non-World Cup media rights holders do feel. And it's that like in this moment where a lot of smart media people have given Canada Soccer a lot of publicity when few Canadians give a damn, it'd be nice to open this up a bit more come World Cup time. Like the biggest moment in Canadian men's soccer history is the point. That's the point. And I understand how things are done in Europe. The accessibility with players is minuscule compared to what you see here in North America with Stanley Cup playoffs and baseball. Like the amount of talking John Schneider did in that postseason last year, it was insane. Insane. My point is this. Whether it ends tomorrow for Canada or not, and there's a part of me that thinks it might not. When this tournament ends, no one for a long time will give a damn about Canada soccer. Is the reality of it, because I've lived in this country long enough. My whole life. I see no reason why in this moment, why you can't let good soccer people in this country, writers, broadcasters, tell good stories about your people while you have everyone's attention. There's no reason. But Canada Soccer think they're that big time. Okay. We'll see how much press you're getting in August. You got a ton of great people around you now. Maybe open it up a bit. I do find that strategy strange. Now, Canada Soccer might say, look, we've given TSN all the access. You've seen, they have a feature interview on everyone on the roster. The equipment manager has a feature on him.
Great features.
Pretty good features.
Yeah.
Westhead and all those guys, very good features. But I do think it speaks to a federation that struggles a lot in this country, who in their biggest moment is big timing some regulars who are very good at what they do. Very good. I just want to make one point on air. I vehemently disagree with that strategy if you're Canada Soccer. Vehemently. And that's the kind way I'll put it. Any last thoughts today, Azza?
No, I agree. Agreed with you 100% on that. These
Just
players,
trying to
some of
get
these
that out
players
there.
have great stories. Like, why not?
Amazing stories.
Like, why not give
Amazing.
them a chance to be in the spotlight? And they only present one player a day, if anything. Like, let a different guy go.
It's
out there
actually,
every day.
I've noticed the theme as it's gone along. Like, Canada Soccer opened it up a bit, like in the early part, like when they went to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Everyone spoke, and then it became two people.
Yeah, why not
Either
two?
Marsh or a player, or like two players, and that's it.
Why not? And especially if the manager's getting irritated by some of the questions, like, I don't know, like what, you're giving away some gamesmanship again? Like, what are you doing? Let these players have the moment. They've worked their lifetime to get here. It's a once in every 4 years opportunity. Give the players some shine. Let them do that.
I just think it's an interesting strategy.
It's very bizarre. It's weird.
Considering how much access you see in major sports in North America.
When people want to tell the story,
Major.
they got more again. They're in the round of 16. They got light on them. Come on. Wake up.
Like Alphonso Davies did not speak to the Canadian media in Vancouver. He spoke to us and it turned into a disaster. I can tell you firsthand how tricky it gets with Canada Soccer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But whatever. I understand most fans are like, whatever. And I get it. I completely get it. All I'm telling you is press is advertising for you. Free, at times, advertising for you. What company turns down free advertising? What idiot company turns that down?
You're one of 60 nations left in the World Cup. Which means extra media around you, worldwide media around you. Like, give some shine to these guys who have worked their whole life to get there. That's all. That's all.
And are telling good stories.
And have great stories. Great stories. I agree, man.
Onward and upward. LA La Rouge tomorrow. It's going to be tough, man.
On Noir.
It's going to be tough.
Wearing the
black jerseys will win. Are you going to wear your Blizzard jersey during a live stream
Of
tomorrow?
course, 2-0 when I wear it too. I haven't worn it in the other games.
Azzo and I will be here tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern, for Canada, Morocco.
Not only a win in regulation.
Okay, hold on. let's relax there, Azzo. My
We'll
God.
go an extra, hour if they win?
Azzo's
Like,
getting
come
excited.
on, let's go.
You're going to wear the shirt?
Yes.
Okay.
They're 2-0 when I wear it too, so I can't break that. I haven't washed it yet. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Even if you wash it, it won't be fine. It'll reek of
Haven't showered
reek of
since.
asphalt,
I
that
haven't
thing.
showered since last Sunday, but it's good. Good luck.
On behalf of Jeff Azzopardi and everyone here at Sick Media, I'm Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Our apologies. We want to get to Anthony Santander, but we ran out of time. And again, we'll be back here at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Live stream, Canada, Morocco. Should be fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.